High school basketball is on there. Hi, this is Larry Proietti, inviting you to join Nick Proietti and myself this afternoon as we're live from Pine Bluffs High School for our Class 2A I-80 Laramie County East matchup between the Burns Broncs and the Pine Bluffs Hornets. We'll have both girls and boys action back-to-back right here on 1480 KRAE. High school hoops on KRAE are being brought to you by our fine sports sponsors. Now let's send it out to Pine Bluffs High School for Class 2A Eastern Conference action between the Pine Bluffs Hornets as they entertain the Burns Broncs, both the ladies and the guys in back-to-back action. Before the opening tap of the ladies contest, let's check in with our pregame show right here on 1480 KRAE Cheyenne.
Tonight, we were in the Thunderdome. From the Thunderdome to the Hornets' Nest. We welcome you here in Pine Bluffs. I'm Larry Proietti. He's Nick Proietti. And again, we're going to bring you basketball action, this time 2A style in Eastern Conference action. But, both of these games for the ladies especially are important. And for the guys, especially for the Hornets, as they have been reeling off win after win. Even though, Nick, they were silent because of the weather for about a week. But last night they reeled off a huge win. And again, it's a team that didn't skip a beat by being off.
Yeah, certainly. Again, for Burns, and again, at least let's start with Burns on both the Broncs and Lady Broncs side, where again last weekend took it on the chin a little bit, especially taking on Southeast out of Class 1A. I know at least again one victory against Southeast, but again taking on 3A Douglas, took that on the chin. Both boys and girls action from last weekend. This at least week so far for Burns has been pretty darn successful, especially with a lot of conference action. Again, as we now focus on Class 2A in the Southeast Quadrant, again, a couple big-time victories for the Pine Bluffs Hornets and Lady Hornets as well, too. Big victories here, a part of, again, conference battle. So we got 4 teams that are all kind of on a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a winning streak, and these games matter so much to the standings, especially in the girls' contest, Lady Broncs and Lady Hornets. It's something that as we get now our sights set on the regional tournament for Class 2A, seeding right now, this game matters a whole heck of a lot.
Last time these two teams met in Burns, it got quite exciting towards the end. And if you think back to that game, I think one of the keys were when Dahl Cower fouled out for the Lady Broncs, because again, I think she provided a lot of frustration for Hoffman down low. So again, I think for Burns to be successful, once again, Cower's going to have to stay on the floor all 32 minutes. Again, I really like the play of Jordan Grease in that contest. On the other side of the coin, Abby Gray with Steady Eddie for the Lady Hornets. And again, too, they got to get some outside shooting, especially from the Beimer kid. I do believe it's going to be Kelsey getting the call. And again, too, her twin sister, Kaylee. They like to bomb from the outside, but I think here in their home building, they're going to feel pretty comfortable from shooting outside the arc this afternoon.
Yeah, we'll certainly see again how this Pine Bluffs team that again put up a lot of fight in Burns again a couple weekends ago will fare against a Lady Broncs team that has been again trying to get a little consistent here towards the tail end, as again they're trying to get into the regional tournament and again make it back to the state tournament. Again, it's been a long time for the Lady Broncs of Burns, Wyoming. So again, that's a girls matchup. Very quickly on the boys side, again, what can you say? Burns Broncs,
you can't have single-digit quarters.
Yeah, again, it was a tough go of it at home against Pine Bluffs, but give credit to the Hornets. Again, they're defending 2A state champs for a reason. It's a team that again carries over a lot of those state champion football athletes. So it's something that for the Pine Bluffs Hornets at home, number 3 in Class 2A, got to imagine that, again, heavy favoritism for them to get it done on the boys' side.
Ryan Fornstrom, Stu Lorwick, Dalton Schaefer. Hey, those sound all like football names to me, right? Again, they were very key ingredients in that victory. Also, Colin Jessen, too. Again, he's the big guy on the floor, and he kind of put the brakes on Hape and even Lakin. So, again, they're in their home building. I got to be real honest with you, Nick. I just see no reason why that team shouldn't cruise today.
Can we see a sweep of Pine Bluffs in their home gymnasium? I think without a doubt. I think there's a good possibility, especially with the weight of the boys' contest. Again, heavy favoritism towards the Hornets to win in that, at least afternoon contest. But again, give credit to the girls, especially for the Lady Hornets. They have really improved over the past couple weeks. see if they can get it done against this Lady Bronx team that has also improved over the past couple weekends.
You got a senior, a junior, a sophomore, 2 freshmen on the floor for the Lady Hornets, and for the Lady Bronx, tentatively, 4 juniors and a senior. So the veteran talent side goes to the Burns Lady Bronx. The size goes to the Lady Hornets. So we'll see how that all pans out. I had a chance to catch up with both Barry Ward and Lindsey Forbes. We'll get to that interview here in just a minute. We do want to thank our fine sponsors for allowing us to head to Pine Bluffs today to bring you the contest. Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, MHP LLP, Lennox Auto Body, the Auto Glass and Detail Center, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Halliday Motors, Platte Valley Bank, Merritt Plumbing and Heating, Cheyenne Urological, Cheyenne Package Ship, the Gill Window Company, Key of Cheyenne, the United States Air Force Recruiting Office, Chick-fil-A, Two Doors Down, Medicap Pharmacy, Page and Zach Lane at Number 1 Properties, Wyoming Department of Transportation, First Tier Bank, Burns Insurance Company, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, and Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service, along with Taco John's, our scoreboard sponsor. Barry Ward, Lindsey Forbes, opposing coaches on the way after the 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Each of us comes with a different story, a different way of looking at the world. So whatever it is that makes you different will make all the difference. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Your home deserves the very best, that's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate, suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows.
2 and 1. Right now we're talking with Lady Bronx head coach Barry Ward. Coach, first off, congratulations on the win last night. And again, every conference win is important, especially as we get down to the stretch. But let's talk about last night's win. Again, it just seems like this team, even though it's been together, it's starting to really gel, and you have to be pretty pleased with it right now.
Yeah, I thought we put together a couple of pretty good games this week for the amount of practice that we've had. We've had so much bad weather and so many school closures that at one time we practiced 4 out of 18 days, and it's just really hard to be real crisp and execute really good when you don't ever practice. So I've been really proud of the kids this week.
And just because it's Laramie County School District number 2, don't think the Laramie County School District number 1 has been having it nice and easy. I do want to spotlight one of your players, is Jordan Grease.
Yep.
And again, you talk about a young lady that is everywhere all the time, and talk about a young lady that just can do everything you ask of her.
She's got a really big motor, and she's a kid that's a tremendous leader. Cares a lot about her teammates, and obviously does an enormous amount of things for us. Just the amount of pressure that she can apply with her defensive effort is really good, and she's really smart with the ball.
Now, as you look here as we get almost into mid-February, and again, we're going to be going into the conference regionals here, and then state is going to be right around the corner. Again, we always say with any type of basketball program, here we are at that critical part of the season. Are we still looking to improve even more, or are we
absolutely
where we want to be?
We're we're always looking to improve, and we're still trying to install some stuff for the end of the season that we haven't had a lot of time to put in due to a lack of practice. It seems like sometimes we've played more games than had practices. It's just kind of the way that it's gone. But, yeah, we're always looking to get better.
And, again, final thought, this great county matchup here, Eastern Laramie County. Again, you got them at home. You're here in the enemy gym. But your ladies have to come in with some confidence that they know that they're not going to be intimidated by the house here. And the Lady Hornets, they know that they can defeat this team.
Yeah, it'll be important for us to get off to a good start today. Pine got a huge win yesterday over Lingle, and I'm sure they're going to come in with a lot of confidence, and our kids have to respond to that.
All right, Barry Ward joining us here on 1480 KRAE. We are now going to switch the headphones out, and we'll bring on head coach Lindsey Forbes of the Lady Hornets, as she will come and sit down as we're doing back-to-back interviews. Again, the Lady Hornets will play host this time to the Lady Bronx as Lindsey puts on the headset. And Lindsey, as I was mentioning with Coach Ward, say the same thing. Big win last night for your Lady Hornets. And again, we've had this conversation where you got some veterans, but a lot of youth. And maybe this is about the time where you want it to all mold together.
Yeah, for sure. I thought our young kids stepped up and played some big roles yesterday in our win against Lingle, so that was nice to see.
With Beimer and Gray and Hoffman, again, you've got the tools out on the floor. It's just those younger kids that need to, kind of mesh a little bit. But as I was mentioning to Coach Ward, we're at that time of year right now where, hey, it's not how you played in December and January. It's how you're playing mid-February leading into March Madness. Are you seeing that with your kids right now, the molding of all pieces?
For sure. We still have a ways to go. We're looking to improve every day still, but yeah, we've seen some big improvements and we're taking some step forward, and hopefully we can continue to do that.
Coaches, you look at the conference right now, and again, it's tight as always, but every conference game means a lot. This one, though, correct me if I'm wrong, since it's now the I-80 Eastern Laramie County Series, this one seems to have a lot more weight than most of the other games.
Sure, and it's been a few years since we've had this, home and away with Burns. So we're looking forward to it. It was a good game the first time, and we're hoping to clean up some of our turnovers and maybe get a win here today.
Lindsey, and that's what I wanted to talk about, looking at that first matchup where your ladies came back and had a shot towards the end of the game to win that thing. Is that more of a confidence booster leading into this contest that, hey, if we can get it down in the paint to Hoffman, or Abby can knock down a few threes on the outside, is that what the confidence level will be for for this afternoon's game?
Sure, and really the key is we got to put the ball on the block. Our guards need to shoot it, and we just can't turn it over. And I think yesterday they came out and played with more confidence, so hopefully that breeds more confidence today.
Big thank you to head coach Lindsey Forbes, along with Barry Ward, joining us on our pregame show. We'll take a 60-second timeout. We'll come back. Starting lineups, it will be the Lady Hornets and the Lady Bronx squaring off here in Pine Bluffs. Yeah, the I-80 East County matchup headed your way here on 14 KRAE. We're back after the 60-second timeout.
Fat Boys Tire and Auto.
When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska for over 50 years, and we offer your family the best selection and service in the region with expert advice and quality work done right the first time. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
Before you go flat, you better go fat. Fat Boys Tire and Auto.
For 17 years at Kia of Cheyenne, we have strived to offer the best value in a new vehicle. I'm AJ Miller, and the new 2023 Kia Seltos will take on the roads with rugged capabilities for all climates. The 2023 Kia Seltos has available all-wheel drive, 10-inch touchscreen, heated seats, and turbocharged power. With the new Kia, get one of the best warranties in the business. Come into Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123 or go to kiaofcheyenne.com, and we'll make it easy.
Backcourt, she's a 5'8" senior. She'll be joined by Kelsey Beimer, who's a 5'6" junior. In the middle will be Jessica Hoffman. She's a sophomore. She's a 6-footer. At one wing will be Reese Graves. She's a freshman, 5'9". And at the other wing will be Hattie Lorick. She's a 5'8" freshman. For the Lady Bronx, this is the way they'll come out. This is the tentative starting lineup. They'll be in their travel black uniforms, orange numerals with a white outline. Bronx across the front. They'll have Jordan Grease in the backcourt. She's 5'7", a junior. She'll be joined by Soraya Eklund, who's a 5'6" junior. In the middle will be Dahl Cower. She is a senior. She's 5'10". At one wing will be Brooke Hansen. She is 5'8", and Savannah Kirkbride on the other wing. She is 5'7". She is also a junior. We will be back after a 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
All the Taco Tuesday excitement at Taco John's can really start to mix things up. Just look at these delicious simmering Tuesdays. And on this taco, Tuesdays are only $1.19. See you on taco at Tuesday John's. Oh, whoops, Taco John's.
Hey guys. He's not wearing anything.
What? Hi, I'd like to order a hot chocolate, please. What? Are you...
Don't fumble with your family dinner tonight. Score extra points at Two Doors Down. Two Doors Down is wired for football season and with a menu that won't penalize your pocketbook. Two Doors Down menu selections are perfect for the active family, from gourmet burgers and bottomless fries to soups and salads to the all-new platters. And of course, your favorite beverages. Tackle your family's cravings tonight at Two Doors Down, 118 East 17th Street. For full menu and specials, go to twodoorsdown.net. Two Doors Down, flippin' great burgers since 2009.
Wyoming owned and operated since 1971, Burns Insurance is Wyoming's right choice for your insurance needs. Burns Insurance is a trusted choice, full-service, independent insurance agency offering a full range of commercial, agricultural, and personal insurance products through many national and regional carriers. Let our friendly, experienced agents help you find the right product at the right price for your asset protection. Buy the policy, get the agent at Burns Insurance, your right choice. Find Burns Insurance on Facebook or at burnsia.com.
Hornets Nest, Nick, you got some scores before we get to the opening tap.
I certainly do, as here we are in Class 2A. We move on up to Class 4A action earlier on today in the city of Cheyenne. Again, it's Southeast versus Northeast quadrant. How about this? Campbell County getting it done against Cheyenne Central at the Fieldhouse by a final 68-65. Again, Lady Indians still struggling. Natrona County taking care of business pretty handily against Cheyenne South, 62-25. This is all girls action right now. And how about this? Thunder Basin, number 4 in Class 4A on the girls side, taking on number 2 Cheyenne East in Class 4A. Thunder Basin wins 54-49. Cheyenne East's first loss against a Wyoming team in a couple of years. So, again, we talk about this Northeast quadrant. They came to play this weekend and pretty much dominated the Southeast quadrant in a big way. Boys action, we'll get into that at some point in time. Again, as I mentioned, those scores were all girls action in Class 4A.
Yeah, the Lady Thunderbirds, not so much a shocker. We saw last night the Lady Camels give the Lady T-Birds all they can handle. Lady T-Birds won 67-58, but you knew Thunder Basin was going to come in loaded for bear. Tap is down from Hoffman as she wins the tap into the hands of Beimer. To Gray, lock and load for 3 as they're in their home building, the Hornets Nest. And then we're going to have a jump ball on the rebound. Nice job by the Lady Hornets as they battle for the board there. Lurwick and Cower, and it'll be out to the Lady Bronx. Lady Bronx with Grease in the backcourt.
Lady Bronx, who come into this contest 9-11. Pine Bluffs, they are 7-11 overall.
She tries to get into the paint, has to kick it back out to Cower. Cower now over to Kirkbride. Kirkbride back to Cower, again staying outside the arc as they are going right to left across your radio as well as your live stream. Trying to take it inside, ball blocked away was Ackland, and it will be out to the Lady Bronx. We were just underway.
Similar to Class 4A here in Class 2A, 8-minute quarters in both the girls and boys contests.
Grease, nice inbounds, and spotting a wide open Kirkbride for the easy bunny. 2-0 our score. For the Lady Hornets, Lurwick over the timeline, crosses it over to Beimer. That's Kelsey Beimer. Beimer on the wing, they go to Graves. Down low, they tried to get it to Hoffman and knocked away. And that's one of the keys. They've got to get it in the paint to Hoffman. Now, again, she is the tallest young lady in the court. She's listed at 6 foot, but does have a couple inches on Cower. Finally, they get it in to Gray. Gray losing the handle momentarily, then fires it in and out of the hands of Graves. Could never come down with it, and will turn it over. So a 2-0 lead for the Lady Broncs in the opening minute.
And we saw in that previous matchup at Burns that Pine Bluffs had that slow start in the first half, but again came roaring back in the second half.
Cower at the high post, hold everything, travels with it. Matter of fact, and she was kind of wondering why Hoffman was in her hip pocket and not getting a call.
Chance here for Pine Bluffs to again tie, if not take their first lead of this contest.
Lorwick will actually bring the ball down. She's listed as the forward on this team. At the high block, they try to get it in to Hoffman. She's tied up by Cower, and it will be out to the Lady Hornets right in front of the Bronx bench, headed up by head coach Barry Ward, athletic director over at Burns High School. Inbounds will come to Beimer. She squares for the three. That one in and out. Going for the rebound. Ackland saves it in the hands of Beimer. Now they'll kick it over to Gray on the far side. Graves, now Lorick in between the loops. Now in the corner, far side, they go to Beimer. She'll square for the three. That one misses. But there to pick it up, put it back up and in is Graves. Reese Graves, we didn't see a lot of her. She got into early foul trouble in the first contest between these two teams. On the far side is Grease. And, I mean, she collides with Lorwick. Ball skips out. And it will go off Grease. Grease is like 32 minutes of energy for this team. So it'll be out to the Lady Hornets. Lorick again. Walks it over the timeline and will fire it over to Graves. Near side now on top. They go to Gray. Gray to Lorick. Lorick drives along the baseline, throws up a running right hand from the baseline. That's an air ball. Rebound pulled down by Eklund to Cower. Cower now to Grease, and here come the Lady Broncs. We're tied 2-2, oh, by the way. Eklund lock, load for three, air ball, but Cower's there to pick it up, and then will be fouled by Graves as nobody blocked out, and Cower picked up the easy rebound.
The Lady Hornets, they will pick up their first foul of the contest.
The senior Cower at the line to shoot a pair. First shot is good. Lady Broncs back on top by the slimmest of margins by 1, 3-2. Second shot, that one is also good. 4-2 lead. Beimer on the far side. Runs into Grease before she gets it over the timeline, gets it to Hoffman, who came up. Hoffman being harassed by Grease. Fires it over in the corner. That's Lorick. Lorick shot blocked by Cower, but into the hands of Gray. Gray misses the shot. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by Kirkbride. Kirkbride over to, and a travel should have been on Brooke Hansen. They got away with one. They'll give it off to Grease. Grease on the far side over to Eklund. High on top. They go to Cower. Now kick it out to Grease for three. Bang! Jordan Grease with a tray. And a 7-2 lead now at the 5-minute mark on the Taco John scoreboard. Lorick terminates her dribble on the near side. In between the rings they go to Graves. Graves to Gray. Now way out on top, far side. This time Graves will take the three. She can't get to go. Hoffman comes down the rebound and draws the foul on Cower. Cower saying, I got all ball. The official says, no, I'm standing right here. You got the wrist. Again, this is one of the things that has to be concerning for Coach Ward. You definitely want to keep Cower out there on the floor. Hoffman will go to the line. She'll shoot a pair. First shot on the way is no good off the back of the rim. Hoffman, a sophomore. Nick will keep you updated on Class 4A. We step out of 4A today into the 2A ranks for Eastern Laramie County. Second shot on the way. That one is a miss as well. The ball ends up in Graves' hand, partially blocked by Cower. She gets the ball back. Now to Hoffman, steps back for a three, air ball. Nice job on the board. Lurick comes away with the rebound, kicks it out to Beimer for three. That one won't go. Battle inside, and Eklund comes away with it. for the Lady Broncs on a bounce over to Hanson on the far side. Now they'll get it into the hands of Grease, and she'll run the offense. Grease, Kirkbride, Hanson on the high post. Far side, and just a little too much for Grease as she tried to straddle the side and steps out. 7-2 our score, 4:05 to go here in the quarter. Beimer with the left hand, and will be called on the block by Grease. They were bumping, and then finally the official said, "Eek." So that is what, second team foul? Have I lost you, Nick?
Yeah, I'm busy. We're having a little technical issues again with the heat in this building right now. So again, bear with us on the YouTube side. Again, camera's not cooperating with the heat.
Beimer to Lorick. Down low, wide open is Gray, and misses the bunny. Wide open, but Hoffman is there to put back the offensive board and the bucket, and it's 7-4. Grease on the attack. Trots it over the timeline, far side over to Eklund. Eklund. Kirkbride back to Grease. Her three's good. Jordan Grease with a pair of trays, and it's a 10-4 score. Lurick way into the corner of the far side, gets it over to Graves. Graves quickly along the baseline, shoots one into the hands of Gray, and it's knocked out. So Lurick will come on out. Now we'll see Kaylee Beimer come in. Kaylee, she is a 5'6" junior. So both Beimers on the floor right now. So Kaylee with the basketball. Over to Kelsey. Kelsey back to Kaylee as they stay outside. And again, Beimer to her sister for the three. That's off the back of the iron. Stretchy for the rebound. Coming down with Gray. Gray misses from about 8. Rebound into the hands of Kirkbride, who fires a laser. And Cower had no shot at getting it, so a turnover by the Lady Broncs into the court of the Lady Hornets. Beimer, Kaylee will get it into Kelsey. 10-4 our score in favor of the Lady Broncs with about 2:40 to go here in the period. Beimer will load it up for three again. Keep trying. She keeps chucking. Unfortunately for Kelsey, can't get it to go, but Hoffman comes down with yet another offensive board and putback, and it's 10-6. Grease, far side over to Eklund. High on top, they get it. Back out to Grease. Grease drives inside, little 10-footer, and that's good. 8 points in the quarter for Grease.
6-point advantage now from the Lady Broncs.
Do want to mention also in the contest right now is Sadie Barrett. She is a junior, 5'7" junior, to help in down low. Bad pass by Graves as it hits the standard and bounces right in the hands of Cower. Quickly on the attack. Here come the Lady Broncs with $1:50 to go. Grease, Cower, she'll load it up for three. That's going to be well short into the hands of Kelsey Beimer. And a timeout call by the Lady Hornets. 1:43 to go in quarter number one. Burns 12, Pine 6. We're back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Wyoming owned and operated since 1971, Burns Insurance is Wyoming's right choice for your insurance needs. Burns Insurance is a trusted choice, full-service, independent insurance agency offering a full range of commercial, agricultural, and personal insurance products through many national and regional carriers. Let our friendly, experienced agents help you find the right product at the right price for your asset protection. Buy the policy, get the agent at Burns Insurance, your right choice. Find Burns Insurance on Facebook or at burnsia.com.
Forbes calling the timeout for her Lady Hornets. So as we come back to live action with 1:40 to go in the quarter, it will be Kaylee into Kelsey Beimer in the backcourt. Back to Kaylee. She will push it over the timeline. Bumped into by Grease. Grease with 8 points here in the quarter. She's knocked down by Kaylee. Now over to Kelsey in the corner to Gray for three. Wide open shot. Bang! And it's good. Abby Gray with the tray. And it's now just that quick, 12-9. Grease puts on the brakes. Eklund, far side. On a bounce over to Kirkbride. Back to Grease. Grease drives inside along the baseline. Couldn't get the shot off. Barrett. Kirkbride. Now Cower. And then she'll cross it over to Kirkbride. Back to Barrett. Barrett down low. Gets it into Cower. Cower has the double team. Hold everything. Travels with it. As now the Twin Towers on the floor for the Lady Hornets. That'd be Avery Sweeter. She's a 5'11" freshman. We'll see Hanson come back in, and for the Lady Bronx, we'll see first time Josie Barrett. She's a freshman. She's 5'6".
We'll make note of that as well, too, as, again, we're having technical issues with the heat in here. Again, thankfully we got a fixed spot. Again, the gymnasium a little warm. You can kind of see, again, a lot of folks when they get to that bench, again, immediately hitting the water. So, again, see how that plays effect in both contests today.
Kalia over to Kelsey. Now in the corner they go to Gray. Gray leads Sweeter too long and turns it over. With 36.2 seconds to go, a quick substitution by the Lady Hornets. It will be McKenna Thurin. She is a freshman. She's 5'5". Again, there's a lot of future on the floor here for both Burns as well as the Hornets.
And again, I bring up the heat of, again, we'll see how that plays a factor. Again, of possible cramps on the court today.
Cower misses the shot. Good block out by Kalia Beimer as hitting the deck was Barrett. So with 24 seconds to go, we'll see if the Lady Hornets lock it up for one. Again, backcourt pressure, and Lady Hornets break the pressure. Long cross-court passing, and that is Beimer with the jumper. That's Kalia misses the shot. Quickly, they'll shoot it out to Kelsey Beimer on the rebound by Thurn. Now to Hoffman. Inside they go to Sweeter. They kick it over the corner. Beimer for three. That one skims off the rim. And we've wrapped up one quarter of play with the Lady Bronx leading 12-9 after one. We're back after a 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
30 years of service and care for Cheyenne and the surrounding area continues at Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Hi, this is Larry Proietti for cars in downtown Cheyenne. This is the only place I take my vehicle for service, be it just an oil change, timing belt, checking on my heating and air conditioning unit, and even to replace a burnt-out brake light bulb or worn-out windshield wipers. John and his staff are there to take care of most minor repairs. John is even a TechNet professional. What does that mean to you? He's one of the best when it comes to servicing your car or truck. Check out TechNetProfessional.com today. Open Monday through Friday at 604 West Lincoln Way or call Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service for an appointment at 632-0498. Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Del Range across from Powers Field is a proud sponsor of our high school and LCCC student athletes. Chick-fil-A always offers 2 convenient drive-through lanes to pick up your order if you are on the go. Plus, they have an excellent dining room for the whole family. And remember to order ahead. Use the Chick-fil-A app on your phone. Stop into Chick-fil-A today, open Monday through Saturday, where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your home for the real chicken sandwich taste. Chick-fil-A, Windmill and Del Range.
Ball as we open up quarter number 2. 8 points in that quarter for Jordan Grease of their 12. It'll be Josie Barrett to bring it into Grease as the Lady Bronx again attacking the zone to our left. Grease to Cower. Can't find anybody. Finally went down low. Unfortunately, Hanson was covered up, and it's taken away by Hoffman. Hoffman into the hands of Sweeter. Sweeter hands it back quickly to Thurn, and McKenna will fire it on the far side over to Graves. Back to Thurn. Now to Gray in the corner near side to Sweeter, and Sweeter just needs to leave her feet. She's trying to reach out on these passes that are errant. Turns it over, and Burns quickly turns it over. Graves in the backcourt, in the near court for the Bronx, comes away with the steal, but is chucking some elbows, and that'll be her second personal. As again, we saw Reese get in trouble last time against the Lady Bronx, and she's already got 2 fouls here in this contest.
Her team second called against Pine Bluffs.
Inbounds will come to Kirkbride. She'll square for the 3. Try to bank one home. Couldn't get it to go. Graves comes down with a rebound. Again, she was doing the ballet look, and that time she did not chuck any elbows. Thurin, far side over to Gray. In between the rings again, they go to Thurin. Thurin now to Graves. Down low, they go to Hoffman. Hoffman under some traffic inside. Misses the first shot. Gets the second one to go, and she's fouled as she hits the deck. Count the bucket.
Basket is good. It'll be the third whistle going against the Lady Bronx.
I think that might be on Barrett.
Chance here for the Lady Hornets to tie up this ball game.
That would be on Sadie Barrett, her first. As the Lady Hornets have never led, but have drawn even once at 2-2. Shot on the way to tie, and we are still with the Lady Bronx leading by 1. 12-11, missing the free throw, but Beimer in the corner for the three, misses the shot. Hoffman puts Hanson on the deck, and she will be called for the loose ball foul.
As that'll be the third whistle going against the Lady Hornets. Both teams at 3 fouls apiece. 6:43 remains here in this first half.
Kirkbride will bring it into Grease as she brings it up quickly for the Lady Bronx. It takes it all the way, can't get it to go. Hoffman using those big wings, gets the rebound, loses the handle. Josie Barrett comes away with it, drives inside, and will be fouled.
Fourth whistle going against the Lady Hornets now.
And that'll be on Hoffman as well. That is her second.
Was in the act of shooting.
So Barrett will be at the line to shoot a pair, Josie Barrett. First shot of the way is no good off the front of the iron.
Keeps the lead still at 1 here for the Lady Bronx.
Lorick will come in for Hoffman. They'll get considerably smaller. Sweeter's out there. She's a freshman. She's 5'11". Looks a lot bigger than that. Second shot of the way. That one is good. Lady Bronx are from the free throw line 3 of 4 in this contest. On the flip side for the Lady Hornets, 0 for 3.
Which again, I think those stats are about the same of what we saw a couple weekends ago out in Burns.
Thurin, who is being hounded by Josie Barrett, and Barrett picks up the foul.
Fourth whistle going against Burns here.
Got it into the near court. So it'll be Kelsey Beimer in front of the Lady Bronx bench. Pops it into Lorick.
Only 8 whistles here in this first half combined.
Thurin in the corner.
That, yeah.
Now to Beimer. This is a good crew on the floor. I know all 3 of these guys. They're pretty doggone good. These are all-star officials right here that they have in Pine Bluffs today. Beimer over to Lorick. I hope they do the guys' game as well, too. Of course, they're going to need to cool off like we do. It is hot up here.
It is very hot.
Thurin bumped into by Grease. If that is on Grease, that will be her second foul as well.
That'll be the 5th whistle going against the Lady Bronx as Grease will pick up the foul, her second.
That is a very critical foul right there for Barry Ward. Inbounds to Lorick, now to Gray. Gray takes it inside, dumps it over to Lorick. Lorick misses the short J from about 6. Coming down with the rebound was Kirkbride. Then we're going to have a foul on the backcourt as she got the ball to Barrett, to Sadie Barrett, and it will be on the Lady Hornets.
As they'll pick up their team's 5th. Both teams with 5 fouls apiece, so again, officiating crew keeping it pretty even here.
Hattie Lorick with the foul. 5:35 on the Taco John scoreboard. Grease kicks it out to Kirkbride in the corner to Hanson. Hanson back on top to Barrett. Sadie Barrett. Now to Grease. Fires it over to Hanson. Hanson thought about the 3, backs off. Over to Grease. Far side. Now they get it down to Josie Barrett. Back to Grease. Hold everything. She'll travel with it. She kind of lost her momentum and then was kind of reeling backwards. The official right there on top of it will call the travel. And it will be out to the Lady Hornets. It's a 13-11 score. Oh, by the way, here on the Taco John scoreboard.
A defensive battle here by both teams. Again, denying entry on the inside.
Lorick fires one that almost hit the head of Grease to Gray. Now to Beimer. Back to Gray. Now to Thurin.
Lady Hornets again taking their time setting up the offense.
Lorick on the wing. Now on top, Thurin. Far side, they'll go to Beimer. Beimer, bang! Finally hits one.
And just like that, the Lady Hornets up by 1.
As that's the first trifecta for Beimer and the first lead for the Lady Hornets. And then we've got Thurin in the back pocket of Grease.
As that'll be the 6th whistle now going against Pine Bluffs. Stops the clock. 4:34 remains before half.
Cower will come back in. She'll come in for Barrett. Great job by Sadie Barrett in her minutes on the floor. Grease to trigger it in. On top, they'll go to Josie Barrett. Back over to Cower. Cower from 17, goes 16, and out. She was set right, squared right, just came off more like the palm than the fingers.
Will be ball out to Pine Bluffs with a 1-point advantage here, looking to add more to the lead.
Thurin in the backcourt, again, backcourt pressure, and the Lady Hornets break the pressure. Sweeter to Gray, back to Thurin. She'll square for the three. That one hits off the front of the rim, and it's pulled down on the long rebound by Barrett. Josie's going to take it all the way, running right hand, left it short. Beimer comes away with a rebound, one done. She'll cross it over to Sweeter. Sweeter drops it back in the backcourt to Thurin. As she will bring it over the timeline into the hands of Lorick. Lorick on a bounce to Sweeter. Sweeter using the big body and travels with it. Now was a good job both by, looked like Grease as well as Barrett to confuse Sweeter, and she turns it over. Acklin will come in for Grease.
Essentially just two black shirts right in front of her face, again causing all commotion, and again the turnover.
Got 3:49 left to go here in the quarter, with the Lady Hornets clinging to a 1-point advantage, 14-13. Cower into the corner far side, now sends it out to Kirkbride for a long-range three and an air ball.
A lot of one-and-dones here, both sides. Again, this first half, that is just kind of a filling out process, similar of what we saw last night between Cheyenne East and Campbell County, both boys and girls.
Yeah. Beimer, Thurin, they get it over the timeline to Lorick, and good job by Cower. Because again, when you have all that congestion in the backcourt, somebody's got to be open. And luckily, Cower dropped back as they had Gray wide open and stuck a paw out and knocked it out.
As we mentioned again, Class 4A in action, Northeast versus Southeast, quadrant battles this weekend. Did have finals in the girls' contest. Again, do have halftime scores of the boys. We'll get to that eventually.
Sweeter. Isabel Laguna is checked in. Here's a long-range three by Gray. That one won't connect. Sweeter comes away with the rebound. She hits the floor as well as Lorick, and the ball ends up in Beimer's hand with 3:05 to go on the Taco John scoreboard. Beimer again, the southpaw for three. Bang! And another tray by Kelsey Beimer, and the lead now is 4, 17-13. Barrett to Laguna on the far side. Loses the basketball, and then a bump in the backcourt on the loose ball. It will be on Eklund. She's kind of confused on the call.
6 whistle going against Lady Bronx as Eklund will pick up the foul, her first.
Both teams now head to the bonus.
Clock stopped at 2:45 here before half.
So Miana Siebert comes in. She is a 5'6" senior. So Siebert, they get considerably smaller now. Beimer better get it in. Finally does so to Thurin. Thurin near midcourt. Terminates the dribble, double team. Bounces it back to Beimer. Beimer in the corner. On a bounce, they get it to Gray. Gray is grabbed as she threw the pass, tried to get down into the paint to Sweeter.
And just like that, bonus time now for the Lady Hornets.
That will be on Josie Barrett. That should be number 2 on her.
Which it will be.
Gray will toe the mark. Again, Lady Hornets are 0 for 3 thus far. Gray, the senior, and connects on the first free throw, so they're now clipping at 25%.
Very quickly, halftime score, boys action. Cheyenne Central taking on Campbell County. Central Indians leading that ball game 40-33 at half.
Second shot on the way. She eyes it, fires it, and can't get it to go. Crashing the boards with Sweeter. She saved it, but right into the hands of Josie Barrett. Barrett to Siebert for her jumper. That won't go. Sweeter comes down the rebound. Body's on the floor. Sweeter gets the ball away into the hands. Thurin. Thurin tried to get it over to Gray. It's knocked away into the hands of Cower. Cower over to Barrett. Barrett now will trot it over the timeline. Almost walked with it. Finds Siebert on the far side. On top to Hanson. Now to Barrett. Barrett with the dribble drive with the left hand along the baseline. Running right hand. Good!
Just going straight attack at the hoop right there. Easy money. 3-point advantage now for the Pine Bluffs Lady Hornets.
With a $1:45 left to go here in the quarter. Lurick throws up one and will be grabbed. Boy, that's a tough foul right there for Hanson to give.
8th whistle going against Burns.
I don't think Lurick even had a good shot at that one. She was about 8 to 10 feet out, and Hanson grabbed her. So it will be Hattie Lurick at the line to shoot a pair. First shot on the way. That one hits the front of the iron and trickles on in.
Other halftime score I have in class for you in boys action very quickly. Natrona County taking on Cheyenne South. The Mustangs leading that ball game 31-22.
Second shot also is good. That's perfect. So for the Lady Hornets starting to connect from the free throw line and starting to widen the lead. 20-15 with 1:30 to go. Eklund finds Siebert. Siebert on a bounce to Cower. Cower around the free throw line. Double teamed. Gets away. Throws one up for the right hand. Good! That's the senior for you. She's got 4 points. And she just used that strength. Took it to the bucket. Puts it up and in. Gray to Thurin. Has her in the near court. Lurick on top. On a bounce over to Gray. Gray on the near side. Again, staying outside the arc. Under a minute to play. Sweeter kicks it in the corner. Long range three for Thurin. That won't go. Lurick comes down with the rebound on a bounce out to Beimer. Beimer on the far side. Beimer takes a drive. Tried to bank one home. Hit the side of the standard and into the hands of Barrett. Barrett quickly to Siebert. Siebert drives down. Tries to kiss one off the glass. But threw up a little bit of a line drive. Somehow it hit the back of the iron and fell in.
A little offensive run here for the Lady Bronx, trailing by 1 now.
With 24 seconds to go, Thurin lost the ball off her shoe thanks to Barrett. Barrett stepped in front of her.
A little bump there, very close as Coach Ward kind of looking at her, saying that could have gone a foul.
Well, also going to set up for the last shot. And then we're going to get Lurick on a hold as she wouldn't let Siebert go. So for Lurick, that is her second personal.
Team 7th called against Pine Bluff, so bonus time now for the Lady Bronx.
So Miana Siebert will be at the line to shoot a pair. Or shoot one and penalty.
Chance for Burns to tie up this ball game.
It's an air ball, and it will be out to the Lady Hornets.
Lady Hornets going to go for the final play here.
Well, one of the good things for Lady Bronx, they're getting some good numbers from the bench today. And for Barry Ward, that's got to be somewhat pleasing. They may be trailing on the board right now, but getting good contributions. Thurin has a wide open Abby Gray and puts it up and in. Cower late to the dance will foul her. And that'll be 2 on Cower.
Count the basket. It is good. Team's 9th foul whistled against the Lady Bronx. Making now a 3-point advantage for Pine Bluffs.
Second foul on Cower, and Coach Ward will pull her out. Bring back in Kirkbride to save her here in the final 11.4 seconds. Gray looking for the old-fashioned 3. Eyes it, fires it, bends at the knees, and gets. She's got 7 of the 23 points for the Lady Hornets. Siebert with the right hand. Kicks it over to Eklund. Long-range jumper. That won't go. Ball loose on the floor. Siebert comes away with it after 1/2 of play. How about this? Lady Hornets lead 23-19 over the Lady Bronx. We will be back to Pine Bluffs after a 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout you're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Wisdom, expertise, compassion, qualities that are the foundation of Cheyenne Urological, with their experienced doctors and their highly trained staff providing top-quality treatment for prostate cancer, urinary tract infections, kidney stones, impotence, and incontinence. You can trust Cheyenne Urological to give you the highest quality urinary care. Now offering the latest in robotic surgery, call Cheyenne Urological at 635-4131. That's 635-4131.
Larry Proietti for Cheyenne Pack and Ship. Remember, Jeff and his expert crew will make sure your package is prepared with the most professional care and will arrive to its destination on time. Cheyenne Pack and Ship offers many other specialty services as well, including private mailboxes, notary services, fax, email, copy services, and courier services. Big or small, they pack and ship it all. Cheyenne Pack and Ship at 3901 East Pershing Boulevard. Call for more information at 307-632-9600.
At the Cheyenne Regional Heart and Vascular Institute, you're welcomed with the warmth of a community hospital and cared for with help from the most advanced technology in the industry. With our full spectrum of in-house heart services and procedures, you can get the treatment you need, recover, and get right back out there, all while remaining close to home. Find out more at CheyenneRegional.org/heart.
In the 1960s, Bruce Lee said, "Be water, my friend." The meaning of that advice has been debated ever since. Here at First Tier Bank, we believe he meant that preserving your liquid assets in a high-yield money market account can get you a decent yield on your funds while maintaining your liquidity in choppy financial markets. We've got some of the best money market rates around, and we'd like to invite you to be water and make your liquid assets work for you. Stop by or call First Tier Bank today with 2 locations to serve you at 1508 Stillwater Avenue and 1800 KRAE Avenue in downtown Cheyenne. Or check us out at firsttierbanks.com. First Tier Banks, member FDIC.
And again, the last time these two teams met, my goodness, it was a blowout right in the beginning.
Well, and again, Burns had a good fight in that boys contest early on, but yes, it certainly was all Hornets in that boys contest again last time. But these two teams met out there in Burns, so we'll see if things are different here. Again, Coach Suloff's teams had a little bit of difficulty over the past couple of weekends. Again, certainly doesn't help again, at least you look to the previous weekend, again, the blowout loss against, again, Douglas, but give credit to Douglas and Class KRAE. They are a talented group. So, but either way, again, it's so far here in the girls' contest, this is as everything as we advertise. You give the home court advantage to the Lady Hornets, which, again, they're using to that advantage. They got the 4-point lead. See coming out of half what this team could be made of, where, again, we saw in the contest at Burns, they had to come from behind, chip away at a large lead that Burns had, and got close, got 2 points away, but then, again, the gas kind of ran out of the tank. So far, they controlled this game. They've been very fortunate. See if they can hold on to this lead and pull off kind of the home court victory, and I guess kind of the quote-unquote upset victory, even though, again, for the Burns Lady Broncs, again, 2 more victories overall compared to, again, their counterparts of the Lady Hornets.
The size advantage you can see is in effect for the Lady Hornets as they are controlling down low, even though that Hoffman picked up a couple of fouls. And Sweeter, again, is a freshman.
Yeah.
So, still basically learning at the varsity level. But Lorick had good boarding. Gray was pretty doggone good on the boards as well. Graves, when she was in there before she picked up her second foul. A lot of one-and-dones for the Lady Broncs. It's not like they're turning it over. They're just not getting anything to fall in thus far. But I do say this, and I stressed it right here before the end of halftime. Coach Ward will be very happy that all of the other pieces he's put in, Sadie Barrett, Josie Barrett, Siebert, they've all performed for him. So going down that bench, he's been able to, rest a Jordan Grease, who picked up her second foul. Cower, who picked up her second foul. Again, who he's been bringing in, at least has picked up some of the slack. They're only down by 4, so again, for the Lady Broncs, yeah, you're right. There's nothing to panic about. I think it's going to be a good second half.
It's something that I would anticipate. It comes down to the wire, comes down to the last at least minute or so, similar to what we saw out there in Burns. That, again, whoever has a little bit of that, at least gas left in the tank, a little bit of momentum heading into, again, the final minute of the fourth quarter, we'll see, and, again, should win this ball game. This is as advertised as we thought. Again, he battles Laramie County, and right now both teams wanting to pick up that very important conference win. And, again, that's the important thing right now, especially with both of these teams picking up wins again yesterday. That's kind of the important thing right now as we look to, again, a couple weekends from now, that at least Eastern Conference regional tournament for Class 2A. these teams right on top of each other. They're trying to separate themselves and get a little favorable seeding as, again, they want, again, to get back into that state tournament here in 2023.
Well, one of the nice things, too, is we're looking at the clock here. We should be on time for the boys' game. It's scheduled to tip off at 4 o'clock. So ladies contest moved along pretty good here this afternoon. Nick's got some updated scores that he will get to in just a little bit. While I got a chance here as we are running short on halftime, let's run down some of the numbers. For the Lady Bronx, they scored 12 in quarter number 1, 7 in quarter number 2. Jordan Grease with 2 fouls has 8 points. Cower has 4 points, as she also has a couple of fouls. 2 points for Savannah Kirkbride, a point for Sadie Barrett, Josie Barrett off the bench with 2, and Siebert with 2 points off the bench. For the Lady Hornets, they scored 9 in quarter number 1, came back with 14 in quarter number 2. Being led by Abby Gray, 7 points. Jessica Hoffman has a half dozen. Reese Graves with 2. Kelsey Beimer also has a half dozen. And 2 points for Hattie Lurick. So again, where you're seeing bench coming out for Barry Ward, Lindsey Forbes needs a little more help once her players, her key starters go down. So again, it is a 23-19 lead for the Lady Hornets at the intermission. Nick, are you up ready to go with some scores?
At least I will certainly try, as right now we'll go back to girls action in Class 4A. Again, these are all games earlier, final, at least from earlier today out there in Cheyenne. Again, it was Northeast versus Southeast quadrant battle here again this weekend, as we talked about last Friday night. Cheyenne East was the only bright spot. Boys and girls picking up victories. Laramie, South, and Central all lost yesterday, whether it was against Sheridan, whether it was against Thunder, also too in Natrona County. Again, it was a rough Friday night. Well, Saturday, it has not been any better for, again, our Southeast teams, including the 3 Cheyenne high schools. Girls action final from the field house. Cheyenne Central, the Lady Indians, losing by 3 points to Campbell County, the Lady Camels, 68-65. Cheyenne South at home hosting Natrona County. Natrona County, the Lady Phillies, winning 62-25. And Cheyenne East in the Thunderdome and taking on Thunder Basin. Thunder Basin, number 4 team in Class 4A. Cheyenne East, the number 2 team. They have not lost to a Wyoming opponent in quite some time, in a couple years. Well, they finally did. They lost to Thunder Basin Lady Bolts 54-49. So that's, again, girls action. Cheyenne East, again, with the loss. They are 15-2. And, again, they lost to Scottsbluff, Nebraska, and then losing to Thunder Basin.
But they did beat the Lady Camels last night, so that's interesting. You know, I felt shy.
But if anything, again, what we're seeing this weekend is respect the Northeast quadrant, both boys and girls. It is something that I alluded to, saying, hey, don't disrespect. This is something a little concerning, especially with the host site being at Natrona County, that, again, Gillette's of the world under Campbell County, Sheridan, you got to keep an eye out. That, again, they got a lot of talent out there. Very quickly, before you get into your point, boys action as we're getting close to the start of the second half. Boys action, these are all halftime scores. No update for whatever reason between Cheyenne East and Thunder Basin on the boys' side. But at halftime, Cheyenne Central leading Campbell County 40-33, and then Natrona County leading Cheyenne South 31-22. That is boys action.
Back to the point, though, we've said it all season long, the East is far better than the West.
But now we're kind of saying, again, as we break it down and we look even closer to at least quadrants right now, you got to say, especially the 2 at least weekends, whether it's them hosting or, again, now Cheyenne hosting, or at least the Southeast hosting, Northeast quadrant has made quite a statement here in the regular season, saying, keep an eye out on us. We are contenders.
Whoever wins the state, whoever comes out as the number 1 seed out of the regional on the east side, they're going to be bruised and battered.
Yeah.
That's both the girls and the guys.
And that might benefit the West as well, again, including with the Cody Lady Phillies right now, who are the number 1 team in Class 4A, still undefeated if I do stand corrected. Cody, yeah, you got to imagine that. They're enjoying what they're seeing out of the Eastern Conference of all these teams beating up each other.
And then also, too, even though the Lady Indians lost by just a handful, I think, 3 today, you got to tip their cap because, again, I was very impressed with the Ladke young lady, how she was just a charger inside last night. And the Lady Indians somehow, some way, at least kind of battles. And, again, they did lose at home, though, to the Lady Camels. So the Lady Camels found out coming down here that both East and Central are very competitive as well. All right, it will be Lady Hornets basketball to open up quarter number 3. They will take care of the zone to our left offensively. Beimer, along with Hattie Lorick, Hoffman, Graves, and Gray on the floor. It will be Grease, Kirkbride, Eklund, Cower, and Hanson to open up quarter number 3, and our first whistle over the back. 1-3 over the other threes back, and that will be Hanson picking up the foul. That will be her second.
The team's first whistle against Lady Bronx.
So Beimer will trigger it in, does so to Graves. Graves, bad pass, so it was a rookie mistake. To Hanson, she takes it and misses the bunny. Rushed the shot.
Yeah, I felt the pressure there. And again, rushed that attempt.
Graves again forcing the pass, and that's one of those where you don't need to force it. Wait until she breaks free. Lorick to Beimer, now to Graves in the corner. Inside they go to Hoffman, and Cower has picked up her third foul. That is a huge foul, and Barry Ward right now a little concerned.
Cower kind of bowled her over as she does pick up her third foul. Team second called against Burns.
Now Barrett will come in. Now one thing that Sadie Barrett did, she was kind of an equalizer to Hoffman in that first half. Inbounds will come to Hoffman, baseline jumper. That one skims off the backside of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Graves, and she went straight up with it, got poked in the nose. And let's see who picked up the foul.
Third whistle now against Lady Bronx.
That'll be on Barrett. So she gets her second. So the Bigs right now with 5 fouls inside.
Not even a minute elapsed, and again, 3 immediate fouls for Burns.
Graves' first free throw attempt is good. Reese with 3 points.
Makes it now a 5-point advantage for Pine Bluffs.
24-19, 7-13 mark on the Taco John scoreboard. Cans them both. How about that? Kirkbride in the backcourt will trigger it in to Grease, and Grease back at the point, switching from the right to the left hand, doing the yo-yo thing. Inside, fires it out. Hanson open for 3. That one off the side of the rim, but ends up in the hands of Barrett. Barrett tried to force it in. Graves comes away with it down on the floor. It will be a jump ball as she could not corral it, and Kirkbride will tie her up. It will be out to the Lady Bronx. Left of the cylinder, Grease to pop it and bring it in. Eklund for the 3. That one off the back of the rim. And it's pulled down, but a grab. Let's see who is it going to be on. It's going to be on Barrett. That'll be her third. So Barry Ward right now has some concerns with both Barrett and Cower with 3.
Team's fourth whistle against Lady Bronx. And all 4 whistles have gone against Burns here in this second half.
And again, I've seen this crew for a long time. They're a pretty legit crew out there. So again, nobody's getting favored. How about banking one home is Hattie Lurwick from about 14.
First field goal of this half goes to Pine Bluffs.
And a quick 4-0 run to open up the quarter. Grease spin around inside, fades away, and can't get it to go. Just a little long and strong. Battle for the board. Graves can't corral it. Again, thanks to Kirkbride. Kirkbride is on her. And making sure she's not getting those rebounds. Grease inbounds to Kirkbride off the glass. Good. Savannah Kirkbride with a big hoop.
That'll end the small offensive run there.
It's 27-21 as we approach the 6-minute mark on the Taco John scoreboard. Lorick out of bounds over to Beimer. Beimer in the corner near side at the wing to Graves. Back on top, far side to Lorick. Lorick hands it back to Hoffman. She loses the handle, gives it off to Beimer. Beimer for 3 off the front of the iron. Coming in for the rebound is Hoffman. How about that one? High off the window, and it goes down.
Kind of a circus shot, just toss it up a prayer, and it at least falls through.
Makes it now 29-21. Inside Grease, triple team. Everywhere she goes, she's drawing a crowd. Loses the basketball, picks it up in the corner. Hanson, far side over to Eklund. Blocked by Hoffman. Hoffman will bring it on down for the Lady Hornets. Now she'll slow down and wait for some help. Gives it off to Lorick. Lorick inside Graves. Graves with the reverse side. Can't get it to go. Hoffman comes down the rebound and misses from about 3. Rushed the shot. I think she had plenty of time to bank it home. Hanson over to Grease. Back to Hanson near side. Again going left to right. Barrett to Grease. and knocked away by Lorick. We'll see Josie Barrett come in for Ackland. 4:55 on the Taco John scoreboard. 8-point advantage for the Lady Hornets. In front of their own bench, Grease on a bounce to Hanson. Along the baseline, kicks it out. Long range jumper by Barrett. That's Josie Barrett, can't get it to go. Ball ends up in her hand. She will be fouled. Hoppen got slammed into the padding. Going for the board. And the foul will be on Beimer. That will be her first.
First whistle going against Pine Bluffs here in the half.
Josie Barrett at the line to shoot a pair. Fouled in the act of shooting. First free throw is no good. Hit the front of the rim. Just about 6 inches more. She needs to get that one to swish. Second shot of the way. Bends at the knees, and that one is perfect. 3 points for Barrett. And the lead is 7. Quickly down court come the Hornets. Gray to Hoffman, and Hoffman was cruising through the lane, and Gray threw it the other way. Picked off by the Lady Bronx as they try to whittle down this deficit, which is now 7. Kirkbride for 3. That one kind of a brick.
Kind of a line drive right at the rim.
Yeah. And either way, Hoffman comes down with it quickly down court. Graves wide open underneath. Spotted by Lorick, and she'll kiss it off the window and good.
Pine Bluffs using the height advantage on the inside, now starting to make a presence felt.
31-22 with 4:05 to go here in the quarter. Hanson tries to go along the baseline, kicks it back out. Barrett from 15. That one rimmed out to the right. Hoffman comes down the rebound, grabbed from behind by Hanson. Hanson has picked up her 3rd personal foul. Foul starting to mount up now on the Lady Bronx.
As that will be the team's 5th whistled against Lady Bronx. Something that Coach Ward, again, not too happy about.
In the backcourt, good pressure as Barrett knocks it away, and then she's slammed into by Graves, and Graves has picked up her 3rd foul, Reese Graves.
Team's 2nd called against the Lady Hornets.
We'll see Brooklyn Kopetsky coming in for the Lady Bronx. Get some particulars on her in just a minute. Kopetsky is a freshman. She's 5'7". Kopetsky with the basketball, lock and load for 3. That's an air ball. Hoffman looked like she got an elbow to the cheek. It will go out, and I think it was last touch by the Lady Hornets. Grease into the corner to Kopetsky. Back on top to Barrett. Both Barretts out there. That's Sadie, now to Josie. To Grease. Grease wants to get inside, pull up from about 12. Banks it home. Good.
Still the lead advantage. Lady Hornets here, their home building.
Long lead pass by Hoffman to Gray.
We have a timeout called by Pine.
And they are kind of coming apart a little bit at the seams. 31-24 with 3:25 to go here in the quarter. We're back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Visit Halliday Subaru in Cheyenne. At Halliday Subaru, you'll find one of the largest Subaru selections in Wyoming, always at low Halliday common sense prices, including the most popular Subaru models like Outback, Forester, and the Ascent. View lease and finance specials online at HallidaySubaru.com. Then visit Halliday Subaru, Westland Road, Motor City, Cheyenne. Experience the Halliday difference, the beginning of hassle-free driving.
Come see how the Halliday difference can make a big difference for you. The Halliday difference.
You look at the Lady Hornets this afternoon, Nick, and again, they lead by 7, and I said things were kind of coming apart. They've had opportunity after opportunity with the height, but the passing has just not been crisp by the Lady Hornets. So,
well, again, that's youth, that's inexperience. Again, a very young team there for Coach Forbes. So, again, obviously it's going to take some time, but so far, again, even with the errant passes and, again, kind of the question marks or at least kind of unfolding at the seams, they still got the lead here.
Both Beimers on the floor now, as we'll see Kalia come out. Here's Grease locking and loading for 3. That's off the back of the rim. Crashing Hoffman into Barrett. Barrett was just waiting for the basketball, and all of a sudden here comes Hoffman in and she picks up her third foul.
Her third, team's third now called against the Lady Hornets. 5 for Burns, 3 so far for Pine.
Forbes is going to continue to go with Hoffman. Inbounds to Barrett. Sadie. Kirkbride's shot is blocked by Hoffman. That's probably one of the reasons why she wants Hoffman out there. Looks like Sweeter will come in on the next horn. Beimer, that's Kelsey, to Lorick. Over to Kaylee on the far side. With the left hand dribble. Terminates. Finds her sister. Kelsey on the near side. And she travels with a good job. Grease stepped in front of her after Kopetsky got right in her face as well. So Sweeter will come in for Hoffman.
As the Lady Hornets right now have been stuck at 31 for quite some time. And I put up a point at about 3 or 4 minutes game clock.
They've had a chance to run away and hide from this Lady Bronx team, especially when they had the hide out there. Grease to Kopetsky. On top they go to Barrett. Barrett had the wide open three, didn't want to take it. Kicks in the corner to Kirkbride. Kirkbride to Barrett, and her shot is blocked and taken away by Sweeter. Beimer. Kelsey to Kaylia. Kaylia Beimer with the left hand, being harassed by Grease, needing some help, and finally gets it off to Beimer. Now on the wing to Lorick for three, an air ball, and then crashing in is Kaylia Beimer with the foul. And I do mean came crashing in. So Beimer picks her first.
That'll be the fourth whistle going against the Lady Hornets. Fouls really starting to mount up for both teams here in the third quarter.
2 minutes to go on the Taco John scoreboard in the third quarter. These ladies are just going, it's like watching a football game. And we're going to get a block foul on Kaylia Beimer. Driving to the hoop was Kopetsky.
Fifth whistle now against Pine Bluffs.
Beimer with her second personal. Kopetsky at the line, the freshman to shoot two. First shot is no good.
Again, Pine right now on the offense, again, struggling mightily here in the third quarter. But that's the difference right now. Again, they still hold the lead.
Thurin will check in for Kaylia Beimer. Kopetsky misses both free throws. Sweeter crashes the board to come down with the rebound.
The chance, again, the opportunity for Burns to get back in this contest, again, is right here, but they still can't.
Lorick to Beimer, crossing it over to Thurn. Now back on top to Lorick with $1:38 left to go here in quarter number three. Beimer on top, far side. Lorick back to Beimer. Beimer drives inside, pull-up jumper, left it short. Ball loose on the floor, and Beimer comes away with it. Picks it back to Lorick for three. That's off the back of the rim. And Josie Barrett comes away with the rebound. She has Gray to beat, running left hand high up the window, no. Can't get it to go. Little long and strong Thurn comes away with it with 65 seconds to go here in the quarter. Sweeter on top, finds Beimer. Beimer now to Lorick. On the wing, they'll go to Thurn, near side, back on top to Lorick, far side. Beimer squares for the three, knuckleball, air ball.
Offense has been forgettable for both teams here in this third quarter. Again, it's been tough to come by.
Oh, yeah.
As we have at least under 1 minute remaining here in the third.
Grease, she's going to try to kick it out to Barrett. She does so for a long-range three. That's no good.
And right now for Coach Forbes, you got to, again.
You're dodging a bullet.
Yeah, I was going to say, you're thinking you're lucky stars right now that, again, you still have the 7-point lead.
And you're winning the quarter right now as well. Gray to Lorick. And pass is tipped by, I think, Kopetsky, who's come in and done a nice job. And Kirkbride almost came away with it in front of the Lady Hornets bench. It will be Lorick inbounding it to Beimer with 25 seconds to go. Are they going to set it up for one?
It seems so right now, again, near half court.
Well, in the zone, too, by the Lady Bronx is really confused. The Lady Hornets hitting the deck across the way is Thurn. She was pushed down by Barrett. If that's Barrett. That would be her fourth.
It is her fourth foul. Team 6 called against the Lady Bronx. Stops the clock, 14.2 seconds to go here in the third.
So we'll see Shariah Eklund. She's a 5'8" junior coming in. Seeing her first action. Gray almost lost the handle on the near side in the corner. Gets it over to Beimer with 8 seconds to go. Beimer trying to drive along the baseline. That's cut off. Sends it out to Thurn. Thurn over to Gray. 2 seconds left. Her pass is blocked. Sweeter can't come away with it after 3 periods of play. It's Pine Bluffs 31, Burns 24. We're back after the 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
For nearly 30 years, family-owned and operated Lennox Auto Body, along with the Auto Glass and Detail Center, has been serving our community with quality and customer satisfaction. It's a pretty simple drill. When you want it done right the first time, call Lennox Auto Body for an appointment at 307-634-6608. Lennox Auto Body at 1020 Dunn Avenue. And the Auto Glass and Detail Center. Remember, it's not clean until it's Lennox clean at 617 East Pershing Boulevard.
Lennox Auto Body. No shortcuts, no compromise.
Are you looking for a pharmacist who will actually take the time to talk to you? Then come to Medicap Pharmacy. We're dedicated to healthcare only, which means we'll fill your prescription quickly, and then we'll make time to listen, answer your questions, explain your prescriptions, and tell you about possible drug interactions.
Medicap Pharmacy. We'll always make time for you.
Medicap Pharmacy, 1947 Bluegrass Circle, next to Texas Roadhouse in Cheyenne. Or call 635-3712.
The third quarter got very sloppy over about the last 4 minutes for both teams. But I'll tell you what, these young ladies, they're being physical out there. I mean, they are crashing even when it comes to fouls. It'll be Pine Bluffs basketball as we open up quarter number 4.
Lady Hornets looking for their 8th victory on the season. For Burns, they're looking for win number 10.
Beimer with a running left hand, can't get it to go from about 8. Rebound pulled down by Kirkbride, and Eklund can't come away with the pass. Let her too much, and we've seen a lot of that. Transition not good by either team. How does that sound?
Do I have a couple finals on boys action class for East, or at least Central and South. East have a halftime score. We'll get to that here in a point.
Beimer's pass knocked out. What do you got?
Finals, Cheyenne Central gets it done against Campbell County on the boys' side, 75-56. South losing to Natrona County, 59-43. Then we'll get to that halftime score for Cheyenne East, taking on Thunder Basin.
Thurin to Beimer. Again, that's Kelsey Beimer. Back over to Thurin. 7:20 to go in the game. Graves on the wing on the near side. Nice lob down low. Hoffman took herself too far below the standard. Cower can't believe the call. Might have a point there. She never left her feet.
7th whistle now going against the Lady Bronx. Bonus time for the remainder of this ball game for Pine Bluffs.
And I said that earlier. I said once Cower went down in that first meeting, the Lady Hornets just came right back with that size. Hoffman finally gets it to go down.
It just plinked and plunked and finally fell in.
So
first point in quite some time for Pine Bluffs. Very quickly, again, halftime score. Cheyenne East taking on Thunder Basin in boys action. East leading that game 23-17.
Josie Barrett in for Cower, and again, the height advantage or the height equalizer now is down.
As we have this referee thought shoes were untied.
And that a lace.
I think the laces are just a little too long.
So, but the free throw is good. Kirkbride crosses it over to Hanson. Hanson on the far side sends it out to Eklund for the rainbow 3. That is no good, and I think we may have a push. Or was it last touch by Hoffman?
It's going to be last touch. Again, ball out to Burns, no foul.
So that's a good call there, too, because I thought if Hoffman got called for that one, that would have been tough. Hanson, baseline jumper, partially blocked. Hoffman fumbles around for the rebound, comes away with it into the hands of Beimer. Under 7 minutes to play. The lead is 9 for the Lady Hornets. Thurin to Graves in the corner far side. Down low, they go to Hoffman, who has the height advantage, left it short. Again, that'll come with age, but she doesn't need to rush it. Quickly, Josie Barrett puts on the brakes, kicks it out to Grease. Grease bypasses the three, takes it inside with the running right hand. That one burped out. Oh, that was a nice job by Grease. And then we're going to have a foul in the backcourt. Is it going to be on Grease? I think so. I think it's going to be the reach-in, and that'll be 3 now on Jordan.
Team's 8th now whistled against the Lady Bronx. Shooting time for the Lady Hornets. Stops the clock. 6:30 to go here before the end of this one, as right now, again, Pine Bluffs trying to pick up their 8th victory of the season. And for the Lady Hornets, again, more importantly, this is a conference win they're looking to pick up.
Hoffman with 10 points, 4 buckets, couple of free throws. This is a one-on-one opportunity.
Pine Bluffs looking for a little retribution of, again, loss out in Burns.
Misses the free throw, and the rebound ends up in the hands of Eklund. Eklund to Kirkbride, now to Grease. Grease pushes it into the near court, kicks it back out. Kirkbride for 3 off the front of the iron, no good. Another rebound for Hoffman to Beimer with 6:14 on the Taco John scoreboard. Pine Bluffs leads 33-24. Beimer outside. Now sends it on top to Hoffman. Hoffman dumps it back to Thurn. In the corner to Graves for 3. Hits the side of the backboard and somehow ends up with the basketball. Now to Gray, and they'll reload the offense. Thurn for 3. That one is a brick. Hoffman comes down with the board, and she's got 2 ladies in her face. Let's see who the foul is going to be on. Going to be on Hoffman. Wow. So Hoffman picks up her 4th personal. Cower will come back in. That's a very strategic move. Sweeter will come in.
Team 6 foul called against Pine Bluffs Lady Hornets.
Loose ball foul by the way.
Next foul called against Pine will put Burns in the bonus.
Yeah, that's very critical for them right now to get some free shots. Barrett. Grease now to Cower. Cower works on the freshman Sweeter, pulls up, jumper, left it short. Rebound into the hands of Gray. Gray dumps it back to Beimer. They get it over the timeline to Thurn across the way, far side, down near side. And keeping it outside, Beimer. Beimer in the corner to Gray. Back on top to Beimer, far side over to Thurn. 5:14 on the Taco John scoreboard. High post to Sweeter. Sweeter now to Graves. Graves' little jumper can't get anything in the twine as it hit off the side of the rim. Quickly down court, good transition from Barrett. Finishing it off is Hanson with the bucket. And a quick timeout with 4:59 to go. It is 33-26 in favor of Pine Bluffs. We're back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union is now offering a simple way to help make your money work for you. Meridian Trust will now pay 4% interest on their Max Rewards free checking accounts with balances up to $25,000 per month. Get all the details at mymeridiantrust.com or stop by your local Meridian Trust branch with 3 locations in Cheyenne. 4349 East Lincoln Way, 1602 East Prairie Avenue, and downtown at 2223 Warren Avenue. Right now is the perfect time to become a Meridian Trust member. Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, where your deposits are safely insured by the NCUA. Be sure to stop in today.
Best transition bucket we've seen in the course of this game. That was nicely done by Barrett and Eklund finishing it off. And the Lady Bronx need to do a little bit more of that if they want to climb back into this thing. Still a lot of time. They're down by 7, but the game's been
But the way the
iffy
offense,
at best.
Again, the way the offense has been going for Burns right now, again, they got to quicken the pace a little bit and again get a little more consistent on the offense, especially as right now they trail by 7.
Backcourt pressure applied by the Lady Bronx. They'll get it into Beimer. Lorick. Beimer. Nice job by Kirkbride as she tripped up Beimer. She fell, but Graves was there to pick it up. Back to Beimer, now to Lorick. She hands it off. Ball knocked away by Grease. And Lorick says, I'm going to give it back to Beimer. Beimer with the left hand, couple of dribbles. Again, ball knocked away, gets the ball back. Sends it in between the rings to Graves. Coach Ward wanted a 5 call on Beimer and couldn't get it. Ball knocked away, and then Kirkbride bumps in to Beimer, so that will send her to the line. Kirkbride's first foul.
Team Team's 9th called against the Burns Lady Broncs.
Amongst all the fouls. This will be the last time one-on-one for the Lady Hornets. Then it will be double bonus. So very key free throw attempts here coming up for Kelsey Beimer, the junior. First shot on the way is good.
I do believe that is the 3rd point as we're almost at the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. Again, only 3 points so far for the Lady Hornets.
3 for the Lady Hornets and for Burns too, right?
Yep.
Second shot is no good. And rebound hauled in by Burns as they will bring it down. Grease gets inside, gets past. Oh, Lord blocks Grease's shot. Beimer comes away with a rebound to Graves in the backcourt. Now to Lorick. Lorick with the left hand switches over to the right hand, gets it over the timeline. 4 minutes to go in the game. On a bounce over to Beimer near midcourt. Beimer being bumped into by Siebert, who's checked in. Now to Graves. Graves wants to get inside, dumps it down to Gray. Gray throws up an air ball from the baseline. Sweeter gets her own rebound, misses the short shot, and they're banging. Beimer, along with Siebert, hit the floor, and I mean they hit hard. No call.
Thankfully, every individual will be okay. Get back up under their own power.
I think
ball will stay with the Lady Hornets.
I think the Whirlpool is going to be the most happiest camper tonight. There's going to be a lot of young ladies in there. This has been a bruising contest. Graves gets it into Sweeter. Sweeter, who got the ball out of bounds or along the baseline, and it will be out as she will come on out, and Hoffman back in. She'll match it with Cower. Both the ladies right now with 4 fouls. So who will be the first big lady to foul out? Cower hands it off to Grease. On top, they'll go to Hanson for a long-range three off the back of the iron. Stretcher for the rebound, keeping it alive, was Hoffman into the hands of Graves as we are at the 3:25 mark. Beimer almost slipped on the floor. Beimer with the left hand, pull up with the left hand from about 12, can't get it to go. Rebound ends up and a jump ball. As Hoffman sneaks in with Hanson, and I think the position arrow is in favor of Burns.
It is, as the Lady Broncs will get an opportunity here. Again, still trailing by 8 points.
Thurin will come in for Beimer. Beimer looks a little gassed. That's Kelsey Beimer.
Lady Broncs got to get something going here immediately if they want to get back into this.
Grease dumps it back to Cower. Cower caught up around the free throw line, finds Hanson. She couldn't get it to bank home. Misses the shot. Rebound pulled down by Lorick. Lorick to Gray. Gray on the lead pass to Hoffman. Hoffman off the window and good.
How about the largest lead of this afternoon for the Lady Hornets, up by 10 now.
And I hate to say it, the way the offenses have been. Here's Cower for 3. Bang! I was going to say that might have sealed the deal, but Cower keeps them alive. That is a huge hoop. 36-29 with 2:45 to go. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
If you own a home or property, you have at some time experienced a systems failure, always at the worst possible time. If that happens to you, just call Merritt Plumbing and Heating at 638-0749. Randy Merritt has over 35 years experience of plumbing and heating service. Merritt Plumbing and Heating and their entire crew have one mission: to provide homeowners and businesses throughout Southeast Wyoming with reliable, affordable, and honest services. For plumbing and heating, commit this name to memory: Merritt Plumbing and Heating. Online at merrittplumbingandheating.com.
Lindsay Forbes and her Lady Hornets trying to even the season series with the Lady Broncs. Got 2 minutes and 45 seconds to hopefully put that win in the column. Backcourt pressure as Lorick is double teamed and then forced. No, it's the foul on Barrett. I thought she was actually forced out by Barrett. Barrett picks up the foul. That'll be her 3rd. It's double bonus time.
As that will be the 10th whistle now going against the Lady Broncs.
Hattie Lorick will go to the line. Hattie is 2 for 2 from the free throw stripe. But again, no pressure now on that front one. First shot is no good.
Score still stays the same. 36-29 advantage Pine Bluffs.
Try to give that little body English to get it in.
Lady Hornets again looking for their 8th victory.
Second shot on the way. That's short as well. Hoffman keeps it alive and comes down with the board. Quickly out to Lorick. Inside they go to Graves. Graves forces one up and puts it off the glass and good. Reese Graves makes it 38-29 with 2:28 to go. Cower, she'll step back for another three, short off the front of the rim. And Hoffman comes down the rebound, bumped into by Grease. Grease hits the deck, and unfortunately she's going to be whistled for the foul, banging into Hoffman.
As that will be the 11th whistle.
That's the fourth one on Grease, much to the dismay of the Lady Bronx fans.
Has a good crowd in attendance, traveling over from Burns. Same with also the local hometown of Pine Bluffs here in the Hornets' Nest.
Hoffman will be at the line to shoot a pair. First shot is no good.
What has been a beautiful day here in southeast Wyoming. A very warm day as well, too, and I think it contributes to, again, the hot conditions here in the gymnasium.
Kirkbride back in for Barrett. Josie Barrett, Hoffman's second free throw attempt. And that one is no good as well. Missing on 4 straight, so keeping the Lady Bronx in the thick of things. Kirkbride over to Cower. Cower wanting to get inside, couldn't stop and pop, kicks it out to Grease for 3. Grease air ball. Cower comes down with the offensive board, hold everything from behind. I think it's going to be Graves. So Reese picks up her 4th.
That will be the team's 7th whistle against Lady Hornets. Bonus time now for the Bronx. The Lady Bronx, I should say.
And now when you get those opportunities with 2:08 to go, you've got to convert. Cower at the line, free throw attempt is good.
Got to trickle on in, but it did.
Kind of hung on that front part and then just had enough mustard to get in. So again, the senior, again, who's been limited because of foul difficulty, has right now 8 points. Second shot of the way. That one is also good. Calmly hitting them both.
7-point lead now for Pine Bluffs.
Backcourt pressure. Hoffman on a bounce. Almost taken away to Lurick. Lurick to Graves. A lead. And again, the Lady Hornets have done that not once, not twice, but a handful of times. Overshooting on the transition.
Make note that, again, both teams with 3 timeouts remaining here in this ball game.
Turnover by the Lady Hornets with a $1:54 to go. Kirkbride, she'll square for the 3. Bang! And another Barry Ward timeout. And how about the Lady Bronx? Makes it 38-34 with 1:46 to go. And we're going to get the timeout officially called. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching high school basketball on 1480 KRAE.
If you own a home or property, you have at some...
MHP is a certified public accounting and consulting firm located in Bow, Cheyenne, and Fort Collins, offering accounting, tax, and consulting services to businesses, not-for-profit, government, and individual clients. MHP takes pride in their commitment to providing close, personal attention to their clients. They also continue to invest time and resources in continuing education, state-of-the-art computer technology, and valuing their relationships with you. MHP is a proud supporter of local and UW athletics. MHP, 314 West 18th Street, or call 634-2151.
Welcome you back to the Hornets' Nest as the Lady Hornets lead by 4. It's a nervous 4, Nick, with a $1:49 to go. We've got a conversation going on amongst officials. Barry Ward wanted a 30, and the Lady Hornets were at the bench for a full minute. One official came over to the timekeeper, wanted to make sure that the time was right when Barry Ward called the timeout. So
because they added seconds on the clock.
3 seconds to be exact.
Yeah, minute 49 still to go here in this ball game. Pine Bluffs with the basketball, again leading by 4 now.
Ward won that battle. Another bad pass by Gray, taken away by Grease, misses the shot. Hoffman comes down with a rebound, a jump ball with Hanson, and it will be out to the Lady Hornets, so they get to breathe a little sigh of relief with a $1:42 left. Coach Lindsey Forbes saying, calm down, gang. Bad pass, taken away by Kirkbride, hold everything, a foul inside, a block. If Grease goes to the line, another good free throw shooter. The foul will be on Graves. That will be adios time for Reese.
As she will pick up that 5th foul, team's 8th called against Pine Bluff. Shooting situation for the Lady Bronx, as we will have a timeout called by the Lady Hornets now.
With 1:40 to go in the game, how about the Lady Hornets 38, Lady Bronx 34, back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Proud supporters of Cheyenne and community athletes Paige and Zach Lane with Number One Properties would like to wish all the high school and college athletes a successful year on the field and on the court. They have and will continue to support student athletes and are proud to be members of the Cheyenne community. Contact Paige and Zach if you want to sell or buy a home. A special thank you for referrals as well. From your friends at Number One Properties, Paige and Zach Lane. Call 307-214-0827.
Another great table setter, Nick, before the guys' game as Reese Graves has become our first victim of fouling out for the Lady Hornets.
Essentially what we're seeing is kind of inverse of, again, Burns versus Pine at Burns, where Pine had an unbelievable come from behind, or at least attempt at it. Again, we're kind of seeing and witnessing this right now with the Lady Bronx trying to come from behind.
Jordan Grease at the line, 1 in penalty. Front side is no good, and Hoffman clears away the board and then steps on the baseline. Out. So it will be out to the Lady Bronx with 1:38 to go. Boy, the Lady Hornets basically are just trying to gift wrap this game. Inside they go to Kirkbride, throws up an errant shot. Hoffman altered that shot. Rebound hauled down by Hoffman into the hands of Gray. Gray over the timeline, now to Lorick. Lorick to Beimer. Beimer back in. Beimer on a long lead pass across the way to Gray. Gray caught up along the wing. Hold everything, and a timeout called on the drive as Gray said, I was wide open. I could have took it all the way. 1:15 to go. And we'll keep it here with it 38-34 in favor of the Lady Hornets.
Again, it's kind of a question of, are we seeing an unbelievable collapse or an unbelievable come from behind by Burns? Again, right now, it's kind of a little bit of both, where Pine Bluffs, as you alluded to, is trying to give away this ball game right now. Again, a lot of careless passes, a lot of, again, kind of youthful mistakes. Give credit to the Burns Lady Bronx, so they are taking advantage of it, chipping away at this lead, and trying to fight back and claw their way back into this contest. Again, trailing by 4. Again, minute 15 remains in this ball game. Timeout situation, at least according to my count, Burns with 2 remaining, Pine with only 1.
Thurn, Beimer, that's Kelsey Beimer, Lorick, Hoffman, and Gray on the floor right now. They'll inbound it to Gray. It's starting 5 for the Lady Bronx. Beimer on the far side. Back on top to go to Gray. Gray now over to Lorick. Lorick with the left hand. Bounces it out to Hoffman. Now to Gray.
Lady Hornets
Beimer.
playing keep away.
Yeah. And burning clock under a minute to play. Inside the go to Cower. Ejected to Hoffman, and Cower is fouled out again.
And that'll be the 12th whistle going against Burns. Again, double bonus. And here's the key factor right now for the Lady Hornets. You got the foul. You got to sink some free throws.
Yeah. And Cower, I tip my cap to her. She's one of the reasons why the Lady Bronx have made it a game here in the fourth quarter. She came back even in foul difficulty and still put up 5 in the period. Hopping at the line to shoot 2. First shot on the way is no good. Again, brick after brick by the Lady Hornets.
That is what, 5 in a row they have missed so far?
Yeah, Hoffman's missed on already in the quarter 4. And misses on her 5th. And then we're going to have a foul on Hoffman. Check that on Brooke Hansen.
13th whistle now against the Lady Bronx, sends the Lady Hornets back up the line. Again, free throws. Yes, you got to sink them.
Hattie Lorick will be at the line. She is 2 of 4. And finally breaks the drought.
5-point lead now for the Lady Hornets. 53.7 seconds to go.
I think the Lady Hornets, if I look at my numbers right, Nick, had missed on the last 6. Lorick will miss on the second free throw attempt. It's 39-34. Grease quickly brings it down. Hansen, Barrett. There's a partially blocked shot of Kirkbride. Beimer double teamed and forced out by Eklund.
Gonna get on the push foul there. That'll be the 14th whistle now here in the half against Burns. Sends Pine back to the free throw line.
Well, we were at a good pace. This game, the next game, is supposed to tip off at 4. Looks like it's going to tip off around 4:15-ish.
Oh, at least it's nothing compared to last night. Again, an hour behind.
At the line will be Beimer to shoot 2. Kelsey Beimer, first shot by the Southpaw is no good.
Clock is stopped, 38.9 seconds. Again, with the win, Pine Bluffs will move to 8-11 with the loss. Burns Bronx, the Lady Bronx, will drop to 9-12.
Beimer hits the second free throw. The lead is a 2-possession game, 40-34. Grease, her pass blocked and taken away. Beimer ends up with it in the backcourt on a bounce over to Hoffman. Back to Beimer. Beimer grabbed by Grease. And Jordan Grease is fouled out. She scored 10 points on the day. 8 of them came in the first quarter. So Barrett will come back in. Sadie Barrett will come in. And Kelsey Beimer will go to the line to shoot a pair.
That is what, the third Lady Bronx to foul out on this ball game. 15th foul here in the half against Burns.
Second Lady Bronx, we had Graves fouling out for the Hornets.
That's correct.
Over the last minute and a half. Beimer misses again from the free throw line. You're a coach. You got to be just like, this is not real.
Oh, it's something to practice again. Get a couple free throw shots in.
Second shot on the way. That one does fall in.
And I think that kind of seals the deal that Pine Bluff should come away with the victory.
41-34. Hanson pull-up jumper, air ball, rebound pulled down by Eklund. Off the window and good, and Barry Ward wants a timeout. He's going to play it down to the final second. So again, Sarai Eklund with the big hoop.
Both teams with one timeout remaining.
We'll keep it here even though it's a full timeout. We want to remind you, boys action to follow here. It will be Burns and Pine. Again, top-rated Hornets.
Yeah. Well, again, number 3 in Class 2A, defending 2A state champs. And got the massive victory against Burns in Burns a couple weekends ago that we saw here live on 1480 KRAE. Again, they're looking to do the same. Again, it's a conference matchup, so as we look towards the East Regional Tournament, again, whether it's Class 4A, 3A, 2A, but again, importantly for 2A, again, obviously this matters towards seedings, the standings, and again, an important home victory, again, for the Pine Bluffs Hornets if they're able to get it done against the Burns Bronx. For us, I guess, as well, too, take this opportunity while we have a chance. Again, remind folks coming up this, at least next weekend, we'll be back in town. We'll have the crosstown battles, Central South, East South at Story Gymnasium. And that will be back-to-back days, Friday and Saturday. So looking forward to those contests back in town. Again, East South, Central South, crosstown battle.
If it's warm in this building and we get another warm day, another warm weekend like that, boy, at Story Gym, it'll be plenty hot. At least we'll be on the floor. Inbounds to Hoffman. Hoffman quickly to Lorick with about 14 seconds left. She is grabbed, bear hugged by Kirkbride as they hug each other after. And Kirkbride picks up her second personal. That will send Lorick to the line to shoot 2. So if Lorick hits at least one of the 2, again, that would make it a 2-possession game. Misses the front side of the free throw. This fourth quarter has just been hideous as far as free throw shooting is concerned. Second shot on the way. That one is good. Lorick alone in the quarters, 2 of 6. 42-36. Eklund for 3. That one hangs on the rim, no good. Battle for the rebound, loose on the floor. Picked up by Eklund, and clock ends with the Lady Hornets winning by the count of 42-36 over the Lady Bronx of Burns. 42-36, our final score. We'll keep it here because I see we're nearing the 4 o'clock hour, which will be station identification time. But again, Nick, that little revenge for the Lady Hornets. And again, credit the Lady Bronx. They battled back to make a game of it. Unfortunately, the numbers ran thin when you lose Grease and you lose Cower. That's a couple pieces of your armor that you can't afford to lose.
Right now, if you're Coach Ward for the Lady Bronx, you're a little concerned right now, especially as we get to, again, the final couple of at least regular season contests. Again, look towards that East Regional Tournament in Class 2A. You're a little concerned right now, especially just how this team has played over the past couple of weekends. for the Lady Hornets, they got a little momentum on their side, and they are improving. Again, with the victory, they are 8-11 overall. They pick up a very key conference win for the Lady Broncs of Burns. Again, with the loss, they will fall to 9-12 overall, and again, a key loss in the conference, or at least quadrant record here in Class 2A in the Southeast.
All right, again, the final score 42-36. Lady Broncs lose here, and again, it's been a home-and-home series thus far. We'll be back after a 2-minute timeout. A 2-minute timeout you're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Tired of choosing between finances and family time? Platte Valley Bank can help you take care of everything without missing anything. With our online and mobile banking, you can experience immediate access to check your account balance, pay bills, transfer money, and even create a budget. When life has you on the go, Platte Valley Bank makes it simple to take your banking with you. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
At Fat Boys Tire and Auto, our business is about more than just selling tires and fixing cars. We believe in faith, family, and community. The Fat Boys family has been serving Wyoming and Nebraska for over 50 years, and 3 generations later, our values have never changed. When you need tires or auto repairs, find the Fat Boys, and we'll treat you like family. Fat Boys Tire and Auto in Cheyenne, Laramie, Scottsbluff, and Wheatland. Get price quotes and schedule service at fatboystires.com.
17 years in the community and still striving to offer you the best value in a new vehicle. AJ Miller here for Kia of Cheyenne. Take a look at the new 2023 Kia Sorento. With the 2023 Kia Sorento, you have a choice of 3 models, 8 different trims, and 4 different all-weather drive modes. Some available features include 281 horsepower, 20-inch wheels, remote start, and climate control. Come into Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123 or go to kiaofcheyenne.com, and we'll make it easy.
Shake up how you wake up with a bolder breakfast at Taco John's. Hit snooze on the same old, and bite into crispy potato olays, bacon, and nacho cheese. It's always a good day for nacho cheese.
Get 2 meat and potato breakfast burritos for just $6, only at Taco John's.
Final score 13-29 from the free throw line, where the Lady Hornets, believe it or not, Nick, that's their average, about 44% on the season from the charity stripe. It hasn't been too generous to the Lady Hornets, but they come away with the win nonetheless, and this is a huge win for the Lady Hornets. Correct me if I'm wrong. Now the conference, they're 2-1 and overall 7-11, so that is a big win over Barry Ward's squad.
8-11 because they got the win last night.
Excuse me.
8-11.
So anyway, for the Lady Hornets, real quick on the scoring log, Jessica Hoffman, the lead scorer with 12 points, 9 points for Kelsey Beimer, 8 for Reese Graves before she fouled out, 7 each for Hattie Lurick and Abby Gray, and that's it. And again, no bench scoring, and this right now is something that may come back, and you know, when you get into those tournaments, kind of haunts you a little bit.
Wow. For
the Lady Broncs, oh, by the way, they scored 9, 14, 8, and 11 in their 4 quarters. For the Lady Broncs, 12, 7, 5, and 12. They were led by Jordan Greaves, had 10 points. 8 of them were in the first quarter. She was pretty much shut down after that. Also got into foul difficulty. 9 points for Cower before she fouled out, and then it falls off. 5 points for Savannah Kirkbride, 4 points for Soraya Eklund, a point for Josie Barrett, 3 points, for Sadie Barrett, 3 points for Josie Barrett, and a couple of points for Mayanna Siebert. So again, they're going to have to, 7 points for Savannah Kirkbride on the afternoon. But again, they got bench scoring. They just got to take care of the basketball, and they got to crash the boards a little harder. Again, they are undersized. There's no doubt about it.
I think both teams have a lot of potential, without a doubt, for the Lady Hornets. Again, a youthful team that, again, has a lot of potential years down the line. Again, we'll see how this team develops. Still have an opportunity. Again, it seems like, again, you got to clean up the passes, the kind of young mistakes, and see if they can make a run in that at least East Regional. We shall see. Again, for the Burns Lady Broncs, they got potential as well, too. They got to shore up a lot of kind of the mental miscues and see if they can make a run. Again, at least here in the Southeast Quadrant in Class 2A, teams that are, again, I feel like don't reflect the overall record. It's something that they're a little bit better than what the record indicates, and see if they can both kind of get right in a couple of weekends, and again, for that 2A East Regional Tournament, as again, both Pine and Burns looking to get back into that state tournament.
Boys action to follow. After a 3-minute timeout, we'll come back and we'll get you set up for this afternoon's contest. Burns and Pine Bluffs. Pine looking for the sweep. We'll be back again after a 3-minute timeout. A 3-minute timeout you're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Each of us comes with a different story, a different way of looking at the world. So whatever it is that makes you different will make all the difference. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Your home deserves the very best, that's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate, suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows.
Hey guys. He's not wearing anything.
What? Hi, I'd like to order a hot chocolate, please. What? Are you...
Don't fumble with your family dinner tonight. Score extra points at Two Doors Down. Two Doors Down is wired for football season, and with a menu that won't penalize your pocketbook. Two Doors Down menu selections are perfect for the active family, from gourmet burgers and bottomless fries to soups and salads to the all-new platters, and of course your favorite beverages. Tackle your family's cravings tonight at Two Doors Down, 118 East 17th Street. For full menu and specials, go to twodoorsdown.net. Two Doors Down, flippin' great burgers since 2009.
Wyoming owned and operated since 1971, Burns Insurance is Wyoming's right choice for your insurance needs. Burns Insurance is a trusted choice, full-service, independent insurance agency offering a full range of commercial, agricultural, and personal insurance products through many national and regional carriers. Let our friendly, experienced agents help you find the right product at the right price for your asset protection. Buy the policy, get the agent at Burns Insurance, your right choice. Find Burns Insurance on Facebook or at burnsia.com.
30 years of service and care for Cheyenne and the surrounding area continues at Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Hi, this is Larry Proietti. For cars in downtown Cheyenne, this is the only place I take my vehicle for service, be it just an oil change, timing belt, checking on my heating air conditioning unit, and even to replace a burnt-out brake light bulb or worn-out windshield wipers. John and his staff are there to take care of most minor repairs. John is even a TechNet professional. What does that mean to you? He's one of the best when it comes to servicing your car or truck. Check out technetprofessional.com today. Open Monday through Friday at 604 West Lincoln Way, or call Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service for an appointment at 632-0498.
Well, we're back here at Pine Bluffs as we get set for boys action, about 8 minutes away from the start of this contest here in Class 2A. Reminding folks, as we talked about, again, upcoming schedule here on 1480 KRAE next weekend. We'll have Friday and Saturday action back-to-back similar of this weekend. We'll move back up to Class 4A as we'll have the crosstown battles. Friday's action, South taking on Cheyenne East. East will be the home team, even though again, neutral site at Story Gymnasium, 6 and 7:30 for that one. South will be taking on Cheyenne Central. Central will be the host team in that one. That'll also be at Story Gymnasium. That'll be Saturday's action. And again, time-wise right now, we'll have to confirm with, again, Chad Whitworth, AD at Cheyenne Central. But again, from my account, again, it looks like it's going to be 1 and 2:30 will be that game time coming up again next weekend. South, East, South, Central. Looking forward to it as Crosstown Battles ×2 next weekend here live on 1480 AM, 101.1 FM, 1480KRAE.com on the audio side. And video live streaming as we do on the 1480 KRAE YouTube channel.
30 years of service and care for Cheyenne and the surrounding area continues at
1480 KRAE. Would like to thank Meridian Trust, Federal Credit Union, MHP, LLP, Lennox Auto Body in the Auto Glass and Detail Center, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Howday Motors, Platte Valley Bank, Merritt Plumbing and Heating, Cheyenne Urological, Cheyenne Pack and Ship, the Gill Window Company, Key of Cheyenne, the Wyoming Department of Transportation, First Tier Bank, Birds Insurance Company, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service. Also, too, would like to thank the United States Air Force Recruiting, Chick-fil-A across from Powers Field at Windmill and Del Range, Medicap Pharmacy, Pages Act Lane at Number One Properties, 2 Doors Down, and Taco John's, our scoreboard sponsor.
I'll have the starting lineups after we take a 2-minute timeout. 2-minute timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Del Range across from Powers Field is a proud sponsor of our high school and LCCC student athletes. Chick-fil-A always offers 2 convenient drive-through lanes to pick up your order if you are on the go. Plus, they have an excellent dining room for the whole family. And remember to order ahead. Use the Chick-fil-A app on your phone. Stop into Chick-fil-A today, open Monday through Saturday, where you can enjoy breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Your home for the real chicken sandwich taste. Chick-fil-A, Windmill and Del Range.
Wisdom, expertise, compassion, qualities that are the foundation of Cheyenne Urological, with their experienced doctors and their highly trained staff providing top quality treatment for prostate cancer, urinary tract infections, kidney stones, impotence, and incontinence. You can trust Cheyenne Urological to give you the highest quality urinary care. Now offering the latest in robotic surgery, call Cheyenne Urological at 635-4131. That's 635-4131.
Larry Proietti for Cheyenne Pack and Ship. Remember, Jeff and his expert crew will make sure your package is prepared with the most professional care and will arrive to its destination on time. Cheyenne Pack and Ship offers many other specialty services as well, including private mailboxes, notary services, fax, email, copy services, and courier services. Big or small, they pack and ship it all. Cheyenne Pack and Ship at 3901 East Pershing Boulevard. Call for more information at 307-632-9600.
At the Cheyenne Regional Heart and Vascular Institute, you're welcomed with the warmth of a community hospital and cared for with help from the most advanced technology in the industry. With our full spectrum of in-house heart services and procedures, you can get the treatment you need, recover, and get right back out there, all while remaining close to home. Find out more at CheyenneRegional.org/heart.
Bluffs Hornets matching up with the Burns Bronx. And again, last time these two teams met, it wasn't even close. These are tentative starting lineups that were given to us earlier. For the Hornets, who will be in the home white uniforms, purple numerals, gold outline. This is the way they're going to come out. In the backcourt, it'll be Ryan Fornstrom. He's a 5'10" senior. He'll be joined by senior Alex Sloan, who's also 5'10". In the middle will be Colin Jessen. He's a senior. He's 6'4". Matter of fact, it's an entire senior lineup. At one wing will be Dalton Schaefer. He's 6 foot. At the other wing will be Stu Lurwick for the Hornets, again under Tyler Kimsey.
Hornets very quickly overall right now sitting at 15-2. They are the number 3 team in Class 2A, again defending 2A state champs. And again, this is a conference record. Again, they are unbeaten, 15-2 overall for the Pine Bluffs Hornets.
Once again, Fornstrom, Schaefer, Stu Lurwick, Alex Sloan, and Colin Jessen for the Hornets. Let's take a look at the Burns Bronx, and I'm keeping it here, Nick, because I don't know if we'll get another national anthem once again. But for the Bronx, under head coach Curtis Suloff, this is the tentative starting lineup he will go with, and again, it's an all-senior lineup as well. In the backcourt will be Cody Pisecki. He is a 5'9" senior. Jared Allen joins him at 5'10". Along the wings will be Carter David, 6'1", Cooper Lakin at 6 foot, and the middle will be Cody Hape. He is 6'2". So it's Pisecki, Allen, David, Lakin, and Hape for head coach Curtis Suloff.
For the Burns Bronx coming into this contest, 6-14 overall. Again, a recent victory, at least again for the Burns Bronx. Again, as they find themselves trailing in the standings to the Pine Bluffs Hornets. So for the Burns Bronx, need this victory on the road to at least get them closer in the standings for a favorable seeding for that East Conference regional tournament coming up here in a few short weeks.
You know, one of the things, too, that makes Pine Bluff so good that we've seen, especially in that last contest, they're high-flying, they're theatrical, and they're pretty cohesive. And, again, you're looking at a senior lineup for the Hornets, and you're looking at a senior lineup for the Burns Bronx. And, boy, you talk about one team that just has that perfect feel for each other, where the Bronx last week were just totally out, or 2 weeks ago, were just totally out of sync.
Well, give credit to the Pine Bluffs Hornets. That team is the complete package. That's why they're getting a lot of respect. They are, again, champions for a reason. They're looking to repeat. This team that, again, coming off of an unbelievable football season, turning it into, again, just complete dominance here in the basketball. And, again, that's something you alluded to in the pregame show, is that, again, Pine Bluffs is not just won, have not at least had double-digit victories here so far this season. They're winning away in most of their games.
Yeah, they are annihilating teams. And, again,
similar to what we saw on the football side. Again, it's just translating well from the gridiron to the hardwood. So
and they're healthy.
Yeah,
that's the key factor. Scary. For the Bronx, they'll be in their travel black uniforms, orange numerals with the white outline. I do believe it says Burns or Bronx across the front there. I think it says Burns. So, and the Hornets have Hornets across their front of the chest. This will be, I don't know how much if it's going to be a slow start. And like you mentioned, it is hot in the building. There was a lot of folks that were outside just trying to cool off that were sitting here in the stand. So we'll see how high intense this will be.
You figure it'd be something that, again, they open up the fans here, open the door. But either way, yeah, it's a hot one. But as we get later in the day, again, sun's starting to set. So hopefully it does cool off this building. But does pose a concern. Thankfully, we did not have any of those concerns in the girls' contest with any, again, dehydration or cramp. So, again, hopefully that is not the case here in the boys' contest.
Does look like we're going to have player introduction, so we'll be back with the opening tap after we take a 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
In the 1960s, Bruce Lee said, "Be water, my friend." The meaning of that advice has been debated ever since. Here at First Tier Bank, we believe he meant that preserving your liquid assets in a high-yield money market account can get you a decent yield on your funds while maintaining your liquidity in choppy financial markets. We've got some of the best money market rates around, and we'd like to invite you to be water and make your liquid assets work for you. Stop by or call First Tier Bank today with 2 locations to serve you at 1508 Stillwater Avenue and 1800 Cary Avenue in downtown Cheyenne, or check us out at firsttierbanks.com. First Tier Banks, member FDIC. Visit Halliday Subaru in Cheyenne. At Halliday Subaru, you'll find one of the largest Subaru selections in Wyoming, always at low Halliday common sense prices, including the most popular Subaru models like Outback, Forester, and the Ascent. View lease and finance specials online at HallidaySubaru.com. Then visit Halliday Subaru, Westland Road, Motor City, Cheyenne. Experience the Halliday difference, the beginning of hassle-free driving.
Come see how the Halliday difference can make a big difference for you. The Halliday difference.
Their home court and looking for the sweep, with the ladies winning earlier 42-36. So Jessen and Hape will move to the center circle.
As I say, as the southeast portion of Wyoming on basketball, again, at least looking for some bright spots here, as, again, Cheyenne teams have been getting kind of whipped on this past weekend. Thankfully, bright spots out here in Pine and Burns. Again, both of these teams had conference games against Lincoln, Laramie, and Lusk. Both, at least teams picking up victories yesterday. So, again, as now we are here, again, this is game number 2 of the battle in Laramie County.
Tap comes down in favor of the Hornets. They will be attacking the zone to our right, left to right across your radio as well as your video live stream. Jessen with the basketball. Sloan on the far side to Lurick. Lurick with the left hand. Got our game's first whistle inside. Let's see what we got.
It'll go against Pine.
Legal screen on Colin Jessen.
So the Hornets will pick up their first foul of the contest.
Allen, Jared Allen, former quarterback of the Bronx, fires it across the way over to Hape. Hape back to Allen. Allen now to Piasecki. Piasecki will find Lakin. Back on top they go to David. Inside to Piasecki, bounce down low. Hape left it short from the baseline. Rebound hauled in by Lurick quickly to Fornstrom. On a bounce down to Jessen. Jessen misses the bunny. Oh, my. Wide open. He couldn't get it to go. David Sends it back out on top to Allen. Now they'll go inside, little running right hand, and good. And Carter David from about 7 makes it a 2-0 score.
First points on the board go to the Bronx. 2-0 advantage here early on.
How did Jessen miss that bunny? Oh, my.
Got a little too flashy on that drive, if anything.
Sloan with the left hand. Schaefer wants to get inside. He's got some speed to burn as well. Now to Jessen, top of the key. Jessen looking for some help, somebody to move. Has to send it back out to Fornstrom. Fornstrom between the rings. Fornstrom, he's one that can light him up in a hurry. Lurick on the wing on the near side. Down low, tried to force one in, knocked away. Picked up by Lurick. Lurick using the big body with the left hand out the window and good. The kid is just a sensational athlete. 2-2 the score. Again, the former quarterback of the Hornets with a great career that he had as well, too, including a state title this year. David to Allen. Now to Piasecki. Back over to David. David on the near side on the angle. Back on top they go to Lakin. Lakin launches one from long range. That won't go. Rebound picked up by Lurick. Lurick to Fornstrom. Fornstrom gets inside, then sends it back out to Schaefer. Schaefer pull up from 15 off the front of the iron. No good. Rebound hauled in by Haight to Allen. Now over to David. David terminates his dribble on top. Piasecki with the left hand, couple of dribbles. Near side to Allen. Allen finds Piasecki. Piasecki drives inside, throws it up, draws the foul. That was a good job by Cody.
Second whistle going against the Hornets here.
That'll be on Stu Lurick.
As he'll pick up his first foul.
Piasecki at the line to put the Bronx back on top. And this is the first free throw.
And that's something to make note as well, too, in our previous contest with these two. Again, the Burns Bronx struggled mightily from the free throw line.
Sloan will step on out. Justin Lurick will come in. He's a 6-foot sophomore. Second shot on the way. That is no good as well, and it's cleared away by Schaefer. Schaefer will drop it back to Stu Lurick. So you got Stu and Justin on the floor right now. To Jessen, hands it back to Fornstrom. Fornstrom in between the rings, drives inside, uses that speed, throws it up, draws the foul. No, he'll draw the jump ball. That was a good job. Defensively, it was either Allen or Lakin who got a paw on it. And it'll be out to the Bronx.
Still a tie ball game at 2 apiece. Approaching the 5-minute mark here in the first quarter. Again, 8-minute quarters here in the boys' contest, similar to the girls.
Allen kicks in the corner. Lakin, bad pass as it was too low for David. Ends up in the hands of Jessen. Jessen to Fornstrom, who's being hounded by Lakin. Lakin doesn't like the call, but good call as they were kind of hugging each other body-wise down the floor.
First whistle going against Burns here.
Lurick calls out the play. Way in the corner, sends it out on top to Schaefer. Schaefer over to Lurick, Justin Lurick. And we're going to have a foul inside and a hole. Also on a substitution. This will be on Mason Medley, who's checked in. Medley, 6'3" sophomore.
Team second call against the Bronx.
Fornstrom, left of the cylinder, now we'll bring it in. Gets it into Jessen. Jessen with a height advantage and misses again from short range. Allen comes down with the rebound. Well, Jessen has been wide. He's had good looks at the bucket, just can't get the biscuit in. Far side, Piasecki. We're tied 2-2. Oh, by the way, with 4:20 left to go in the quarter. Lakin with the right hand. He wants to get inside, kicks it out to Allen. Allen caught up along the baseline, has to send it back out to Lakin. Lakin on the wing. Far side, now to Allen. Allen holds it up high to Medley. Medley pull up from 16. That won't go. Rebound cleared away by Justin Lurick. And he will bring it down. Under 4 minutes to play. We're still tied at 2.
We saw this out in Burns, both teams in that first quarter, kind of a filling out process. It took the second quarter for Pine to really get going.
Jessen to Schaefer, back to Jessen. Reverse layup, good.
Keep
plugging away, and he'll get it.
That'll break the tie. Lead back to the Hornets.
And then we're going to have a foul. If this is on Stu Lork, that'll be his second foul, the reach in.
Third whistle going against Pine Bluffs.
That was a big foul right there on Lork.
As you mentioned, Stu picking up his second foul.
Angel Chavez will come in. Angel's a 5'6" senior. He was one of the lone bright spots for the Bronx in the loss. Lork will have to come on out, and Jacob Slade, he's a 6-foot sophomore. So again, the team gets incredibly young.
That's a big difference maker with Lork on the bench now.
Inbound to Hape. He misses the shot, or to David. And the rebound hauled in by Jessen. Jessen to Slade. Slade looking for a little help. Hands it back to Schaefer and the ball knocked away. Good job by Carter David to knock it away. 4-2 the score in favor of the Hornets with 3:18 to go. Schaefer looking for some help. Finally gets Fornstrom freed along the baseline. Kicks it back out to Schaefer from 15. Throws up a brick. And that one is picked up by Jessen. That one is even worse. Hit nothing but glass. Rebound hauled in by Allen to Piasecki. Chance for the Bronx to tie it. Far side, David.
The Bronx setting up the offense.
Allen.
Good man-on-man. Right now it seems like defense by the Hornets.
Chavez. Back to Piasecki. Piasecki. Allen inside. It goes off the fingertips. Yeah, I guess you give David an assist on that one.
Happy accident there.
As Medley will finish it off, and we're tied 4-4 here in the first quarter.
Nice save on that basketball from it going out of bounds.
Slade wanted to get inside, kicks it over to Lork for three. That one skims off the rim, no good. Nobody can Schaefer saves it in the backcourt, and it's picked up, and they're going to call it an over and back. Fornstrom calls it. He was saying, how can you call that one? And again, it was still possession to the Hornets as the Burns Bronx never touched the basketball. Allen will step on out.
Stops the clock, 2:15 here in the first.
Hape will come back in. David into Piasecki. 4-4 our score with 2:10 to go here in quarter number one. Medley on the wing on the near side. Sends it out on top to Lakin. Lakin has the ball taken away by Fornstrom with Medley to beat. Fornstrom with a layup and good. That's the thing you can't stop is Ryan Fornstrom.
Plain and simple speed kills for Pine Bluffs. They are a quick bunch.
Piasecki inside, and we're going to get an offensive charge on Piasecki as he bowls over Justin Lorick. And for Piasecki, that is his first.
Team's third whistle against the Burns Bronx.
Coach Suloff doesn't like it. He's saying, hey, he was past that danger zone on the block. Another substitution for the Hornets. Karsten Freeberg, the freshman, 5'11" freshman. Into Fornstrom. Fornstrom takes it inside, misses it. Jessen comes down the rebound, kisses it off the window and good. Well, you got a couple sophomores, a freshman, and two seniors right now. Medley wide open. He'll put it off the glass and good, and he'll draw the foul on Jessen, who picks up his second personal foul. Wow.
Team's fourth whistled against the Pine Bluffs Hornets. As you mentioned, count the basket. Makes it now 2-point lead for Pine Bluffs, pinning the free throw.
8-6 our score. And yet another substitution for Pine. Travis Lurwick. He's a 6'3" sophomore. He'll come in for Jessen.
Not a whole lot of offense here in the first quarter, but it's certainly it's felt like it's high octane.
One senior on the floor right now in Fornstrom. Medley completes the old-fashioned three to make it 8-7 with $1:15 to go in the quarter. Slade over the timeline, far side to Justin Lorick, now to Freeberg. Back to Slade. Slade can't get inside now to Fornstrom. Fornstrom wanted to get inside. He can't do so. Now he finds a little lane and finger rolls it up and in. How about that? Well, Ryan Fornstrom, just great athleticism to the bucket. Medley inside over Lorick. He misses the shot as Travis comes down with a rebound. Quickly to Fornstrom. Fornstrom over to Justin Lorick. Now to Slade for three. Bang! And Jacob Slade hitting the trifecta to make it now 13-7. Almost losing the basketball where the Bronx in the corner. Hape for the three. That one skims off the rim, no good. Picked up by Freeberg, the freshman. He'll drop it back to Fornstrom. With about 20 seconds to go, I would venture to say Hornets will save it for one.
That's the indication right now.
Fornstrom loses the basketball, and then Piasecki loses it. Laurie comes away with it, gives it off to Slade for the three. That won't go. Medley line drives one, hits the standard after one period of play. It is Pine Bluffs 13, Burns 7 back after a 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
For nearly 30 years, family-owned and operated Lennox Auto Body, along with the Auto Glass and Detail Center, has been serving our community with quality and customer satisfaction. It's a pretty simple drill. When you want it done right the first time, call Lennox Auto Body for an appointment at 307-634-6608. Lennox Auto Body at 1020 Dunn Avenue. And the Auto Glass and Detail Center. Remember, it's not clean until it's Lennox clean at 617 East Pershing Boulevard.
Lennox Auto Body. No shortcuts, no compromise.
Are you looking for a pharmacist who will actually take the time to talk to you? Then come to Medicap Pharmacy. We're dedicated to healthcare only, which means we'll fill your prescription quickly, and then we'll make time to listen, answer your questions, explain your prescriptions, and tell you about possible drug interactions.
Medicap Pharmacy. We'll always make time for you.
Medicap Pharmacy, 1947 Bluegrass Circle, next to Texas Roadhouse in Cheyenne. Or call 635-3712.
Third first quarter for the Hornets, in my opinion, as they only put up 13 points, but they also got foul difficulties for Stu Lorick and Colin Jessen. On the floor, opening up quarter number two, will be Fornstrom along with Schaefer. We'll also see Sean Schmidl come in. Wyatt Carter. He's a 6'2" junior. Yeah, and also I thought I saw Schmidl out there, but I guess not. Slade is out there along with Lorick. Starting five on the floor right now, minus, I want to say, Hape. Into the corner, Schaefer for the three, air ball. Rebound pulled down by David to Allen. Hape is there, along with Chavez and Lakin for the three. That one will miss the mark. Rebound pulled down by Hape along the baseline. His jumper, that one is long, strong. And over the back on the loose ball will be Lakin. For Lakin, that is his second foul.
Yeah, second, that'll be team's fourth call against Burns.
Carter David, that's who's on the bench right now. And now he's back on the floor.
Again, the foul difficulty early on for the Hornets, again, might be a big difference maker in this ball game. This is a quarter, though, we saw a couple weekends ago where Pine really stepped it up on the offense.
Slade pull up from 15 off the back of the iron. That is no good. Tracked down by Carter David. As we played a minute here into the second quarter, Chavez in the backcourt. Piasecki now on the bench. Chavez finds David. Inside they go to Cooper Lakin. He misses the shot bad. Fornstrom comes away with it quickly to Schaefer. Schaefer pull it from the baseline. That one skims off the rim. Home rim not good right now to the Hornets as well as the Lady Hornets. The home cooking tonight has just been weird.
But Pine Bluffs, though, still holds a 6-point elite, at least advantage.
Yeah. David pump fakes at the top of the key. Allen on the far side. Now to Chavez in the corner. He brings it out a little bit. Staying outside the arc to Lakin. Now on top to Carter David. He'll take it inside, running right hand. That one trickles on in. David has 4 points. As Fornstrom walks it down, we are under 6 minutes to play here until halftime.
First points on the board here in the second quarter.
Lorick. Again, that's Justin Lorick. To Carter. Carter back to Fornstrom. Fornstrom gets inside, puts it up and in, and draws the hoop. He is just a wizard inside.
Fifth whistle going against Burns Bronx right there. Count the basket. It's good.
Foul will be on Cody Hape.
Makes it now a 15-9 advantage for the Hornets.
Ethan Norris will come in. He's a 6'2" junior. Well, again, too, we saw a lot of Ryan Fornstrom making some great catches football-wise. How did he get open? Just as quick as he gets to the hoop. He's got great speed. Misses the free throw. And the lead remains at a half dozen. Norris drives in. A little long, strong, gets his own rebound, puts it back up, can't get it to go off the back of there, and gets his own rebound again. Kicks it out to David, now to Haight for three. Haight misses as it hits off the side of the rim. Slade pushes it down and got partially tipped by Allen into the hands of the Bronx. Down low they go to Norris. He has the mismatch on Fornstrom, and that one won't go. How about that Norris? But from 3 feet, couldn't get anything to fall on 3 different occasions. Coming up on the 5-minute mark. Slade to Carter. Hands it over to Schaefer. Schaefer finds Fornstrom on the near side. He'll step back for a tray. That is no good. Shooting has been absolutely just off the mark. Schaefer gets the offensive board, puts it back. Smart thing to do, but it's fouled from behind. And the foul will be on Carter David.
6 whistle going against the Bronx. Stops clock, 4:47 here to go before half.
Schaefer looking for his first points and still looking.
Free throws both sides right now. Again, bit of a struggle, and we saw that in that boys contest.
You mean the girls contest?
Well, again, I'm talking about at least when these two played at Burns.
Second shot on the way. That one is finally good. And Schaefer has his first point. Sloan comes in for Fornstrom to give him a little breather. Chavez, far side over to Norris. Norris on a bounce, back over to Chavez. Lock and load for 3. That one won't go. Cleared away by Carter. Carter to Sloan. Now to Slade. Slade at the point. Loses his balance. And the basketball taken away. Hold everything. Might be a reach-in on Sloan to save that one because Norris was headed for the bucket.
We have a 5th whistle going against Pine Bluffs.
Piasecki will come in for Chavez. Starting 5 minus Lakin on the floor right now. Norris in place of him. Norris on the wing on the near side. On top to Carter David. David flips it over to Piasecki. Piasecki sends it on top to Norris. Norris now to David. 4-minute mark coming up on the Taco John scoreboard. Piasecki inside. Has a shot blocked and taken away by Lorick. As Justin Lorick comes away with it. Quickly to Slade. In the corner they go to Schaefer. And his trifecta is good.
How about a double-digit lead now for the Hornets, up by 10.
David over to Hape. Piasecki in the corner, far side, Norris. Norris down low. Carter David, a pump fake along the baseline. Puts it up and in. Sloan tried to sell the charge, but didn't get it. Carter David with a half dozen, a quick timeout. 3:30 to go here until halftime. It is the Bronx trailing by the count of 19-11. We're back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union is now offering a simple way to help make your money work for you. Meridian Trust will now pay 4% interest on their Max Rewards free checking accounts with balances up to $25,000 per month. Get all the details at mymeridiantrust.com or stop by your local Meridian Trust branch with 3 locations in Cheyenne. 4349 East Lincoln Way, 1602 East Prairie Avenue, and downtown at 2223 Warren Avenue. Right now is the perfect time to become a Meridian Trust member. Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, where your deposits are safely insured by the NCUA. Be sure to stop in today.
The Carter David hoop, quick timeout called. And that was by the Bronx, if I'm not mistaken, Nick.
Yeah, you're correct.
And it will be out to the Hornets. Again, running with a different lineup with Lorick along with Jessen sitting on the bench with 2 fouls. Slade in the backcourt. Gets it over the timeline. Double team and loses the handle of the basketball, but Lorick in the right place at the right time as Justin will put it on a bounce to Sloan, and we'll start seeing the veterans come back out for the Hornets, including Lorick, Stu Lorick, Fornstrom, and Jessen. Lorick and Jessen with 2 fouls each. Schaefer inside, throws one up, gets it to fall. off balance, and Dalton Schaefer will get the hoop. 21-11. Norris in the corner, far side. On a bounce to Mason Medley, who's checked back into Piasecki. Piasecki finds Carter David. David on the angle. Now back on top they go to Medley. Medley wants to drive in on Carter. Fade away, off the glass and good. Boy, he kissed that perfectly.
Offense is starting to pick up a bit here, pick up that pace.
7 points for Mason Medley here in the contest. Sloan on the far side. 21-13 our score. Favor of the Hornets to Lorick. Lorick on a bounce down low. Schaefer shot rejected by Carter David and out.
Ball will stay with the Hornets though.
Norris will come on out. Back in will be Lakin. We'll also see for Burns, Hogan Allen. First time the 5'10" senior steps onto the floor. Starting five back on the floor right now for the Hornets. Inbounds to Lorick. Stu Lorick to Schaefer. Just cruising along the baseline, kisses it off the glass and good.
They're starting to make a living on the inside.
Allen. That's Hogan Allen. To Medley, hold everything. A travel call. Jessen not giving an inch on Medley, and Medley will travel with it right at the free throw line. Out to the Hornets. It's a 10-point advantage, 23-13. Fornstrom gets past Hogan Allen, pull up a running right, and it won't fall. Laurie comes down the rebound, puts it up and in, draws a foul. That'll be on Medley.
Seventh whistle now against the Burns Bronx, puts Pine in the bonus.
Lorick with his fourth point. Medley his second foul. Hogan Allen will come on out. And we'll see Carter David back in. Lorick looking for the old-fashioned three and can't get it to go. Rims out to the right, and it's picked up by Cooper Lakin. Piasecki back in, along with David. Back to Piasecki, in and out of his hands. Saved, and an over and back call. Nice job by Lakin to sacrifice his body. Unfortunately, it was only touched by the Bronx, so it'll be an over and back call.
Minute 27 to go before halftime. Pine Bluffs with the large lead at 12.
I know you're looking forward to stretching your legs here at halftime.
I want to get outside. Again, it says that temperature right now outside here in Pine is about 40 degrees, and here it feels about double.
Fornstrom crosses it over to Sloan. Sloan on top, finds Fornstrom on the wing on the near side. Fornstrom works behind the, how about it, an in-between the legs pass to Jessen. I like that pass. Boy, I'll tell you what, too bad we can't get the replay on that one. Count the bucket as Jessen kisses it off the window, and the foul will be on Burns. That'll be on Cody Hape. That is his second.
His second, team's eighth, called against the Bronx.
How about that pass in between his legs? Well, you know, talking about good court vision for Ryan Fornstrom. Well, that's the way you want your point guard to be. Knows everything going on the court at all the time. Jessen misses the free throw. David with the basketball hands it back to Medley. Medley pulls up from 16. That hits only the window. And Fornstrom comes down with the board. Under a minute to play here in the quarter. Fornstrom can't find anybody inside. Lobs it over to Lorick on the far side. And then hold everything on a travel call as Jared Allen was in the back pocket of Lorick. Lorick wasn't sure where to get the ball to. Fornstrom got over a little too late on the far side. 45 seconds left to go here in the quarter. Allen along with Lakin, and then Jessen has just picked up his third foul. Why he did that, I don't know.
His third, team six, called against the Hornets.
So
got a careless foul without a doubt, and now foul difficulty mounts even more for Pine Bluffs here with, again, another one of their superstars.
Chavez will come in. He will come in for Lakin, and he will bring it in from the far side. That was the last foul that the Hornets could give, but there's only 35 seconds left to go. Piasecki, man-on-man defense, by the way, by the Hornets. Piasecki trying to get by Fornstrom. Caught along the baseline, has to send it back out. David with the basketball between the rings. 25 seconds left. Hands it back to Piasecki. He takes a quick glance at the clock. Near half court. Wanting that screen. Gets a screen. Runs into Fornstrom. Trying to get by Fornstrom. And then the offensive foul on Piasecki. How about that one? Good flop, too, by Fornstrom.
That is the 9th whistle now going against Bronx.
So Sloan will come on out. Slade back in.
As Pine will hold for the final shot here of the half.
Leading 27-13. Not a big offensive performance by the Hornets this afternoon. Schaefer pump fakes it, sends it out on top. Lorick for the three. Bang at the horn. Oh, what a shot by Stu Lorick. At the intermission, it's the Hornets leading 30-13. We will be back after a 3-minute timeout. A 3-minute timeout you're listening to and watching high school. Let's make it a minute. Let's make it a minute. A minute timeout to our engineer back in the house. A minute timeout. We'll be back after these words you're listening to and watching high school hoops on 1480 KRAE.
If you own a home or property, you have at some time experienced a systems failure, always at the worst possible time. If that happens to you, just call Merritt Plumbing and Heating at 638-0749. Randy Merritt has over 35 years experience of plumbing and heating service. Merritt Plumbing and Heating and their entire crew have one mission: to provide homeowners and businesses throughout Southeast Wyoming with reliable, affordable, and honest services. For plumbing and heating, commit this name to memory: Merritt Plumbing and Heating. Online at merrittplumbingandheating.com.
MHP is a certified public accounting and consulting firm located in Bow, Cheyenne, and Fort Collins, offering accounting, tax, and consulting services to businesses, not-for-profit, government, and individual clients. MHP takes pride in their commitment to providing close, personal attention to their clients. They also continue to invest time and resources in continuing education, state-of-the-art computer technology, and valuing their relationships with you. MHP is a proud supporter of local and UW athletics. MHP, 314 West 18th Street, or call 634-2151. Proud supporters of Cheyenne and community athletes Paige and Zach Lane with
Pine and Burns. We want to thank the United States Air Force Recruiting Office, Chick-fil-A at Windmill and Delrange, Medicap Pharmacy, 2 doors down, Paige and Zach Lane at number 1 Properties, Meridian Trust Federal Credit Union, MHP, LLP, Lennox Auto Body, the Auto Glass and Detail Center, Cheyenne Regional Medical Center, Halliday Motors, Platte Valley Bank, Merritt Plumbing Heating, Cheyenne Urological, Cheyenne Pack and Ship, the Gilwood Company, Key of Cheyenne, Wyoming Department of Transportation, First Tier Bank, Burns Insurance Company, Fat Boys Tire and Auto, Cheyenne Auto Repair and Service, and Taco John's, our scoreboard sponsor at the intermission, 30-13 in favor of the Hornets. Nick, I'm sure you thoroughly enjoyed just getting outside.
It is unbelievably beautiful outside here at Pine Bluffs. Inside, again, it feels like a furnace. I don't know why, but either way, again, it was nice to step away, get outside, and enjoy the fresh air. Again, nice cooling air as out here at Pine Bluffs. But again, at least the temperature in the court kind of matches the temperature so far of things happening on the court with Pine Bluffs. At least on the offensive side, especially what we saw in that second quarter, offense really starting to spark up a bit, especially dominance on the inside. They're starting to work over the Bronx inside, as kind of what we saw a couple weekends ago out there in Burns, where they just find a way to, again, find the open holes, get the drives, get the lanes open for them, and get the easy baskets. And the benefit as well, too, is they're picking up at least the foul calls against, at least on them. And, again, got to cash in on the free throws. I think that's kind of the key factor as well. Even though, again, Pine does have the significant lead, free throws, though, for both teams have been a struggle this season.
Surprisingly enough, the Bronx are just coming back onto the floor. We have not seen the Hornets as of yet. Their locker room, again, to our right. But I do want to mention, too, and I was just going to get into this before you came back, we want to remind everybody we're in town for the next couple of weekends, and our home base will be at Story Gym. So we will,
the next three remaining days of, again, regular season basketball for us, yes, we'll be at Story Gymnasium. East versus South, South versus Central, East versus Central, again, all at Story Gymnasium. So, again, we got South, East, Central, South at Story Gym coming up next weekend, and then East Central to round out the regular season. And then after that, we'll head up to Casper ×2, as we will have the East Regional at Natrona County, and then state tournament up there in Casper.
And again, it depends on the timing portion of the program and how many teams we got going from Cheyenne. Obviously, that's our first commitment. But again, you got the Hornets that should be state tournament bound. I would venture to say, Nick.
I would hope so.
Yeah, so again, we'll have to see how the schedule pans out. Again, we know we'll be at Natrona for sure. A good possibility. I think 2A on the first day, if I'm not mistaken, is at Sweet Erickson Gymnasium.
We would have to look at that schedule. Not sure. Again, we can only theorize and speculate. Again, nothing can confirm right now. But as of right now, again, our commitment with Class 4A, as of right now, we will stick with the East Regional happening at Natrona County to, again, cover all 6 of our teams. Again, Cheyenne South, East, and Central. And again, we will see what we're able to do in the Class 2A ranks. Again, if
we don't even know how many are going to go right now from the Cheyenne area. I would say 2 for sure, 4 on the outside if we're lucky. That'd be my prediction.
Especially the way that the Northeast worked over the Southeast this past weekend, and that includes Laramie as well too. Again, to be determined, as, again, Campbell County, Thunder Basin, Sheridan, Natrona, all making their cases as they need to be respected on both the girls and boys side here in Class 4A in the Eastern Conference. So, yes, it is something a little bit concerning for, again, all 6 of our teams, again, the 3 high schools there in Cheyenne.
16 more minutes of hoops left here in the Hornets' nest, as it will be Pine Bluffs and Burns doing battle on the floor, 30-13. In favor of the Hornets, and it will be Burns basketball as they now attack the zone to our right. It'll be Cooper Lakin to bring it in. Starting 5s on the floor. He'll bring in the Piasecki, now to Carter David on the near side. Right now, it looks like the Hornets have slipped into a zone. Far side, Lakin to David for a long-range 3. That launch fails, and the rebound is hauled in by Schaefer, who will trot it on down. Terminate the dribble, hand it back to Fornstrom. Fornstrom down low, wide open is Lorick. Pump fakes and gets it off the left side. Good.
That's where they are just making, again, the big-time plays and moves, just like cash money inside against Burns.
Lakin, far side, now to David. Bat pass is tapped away by Lorick. Now into the hands of Lakin for the three. That won't go, cleared away by Lorick. And Lorick will run it on down as he gets past Carter David. And then almost threw it away to Schaefer. Finds Lorick along the baseline. Had the size advantage on David, but it went off his knee and out.
A 19-point lead as of right now for the Pine Bluffs Hornets. As we know in the high school ranks, we saw it twice against Cheyenne South. That, again, the running clock. Again, lead has to be at minimum 40 points.
Don't know if that's going to happen tonight. Chavez will come in for David. Bad pass taken away by Sloan. Sloan over to Fornstrom. Fornstrom on the far side now. Gives it off to Schaefer. Back to Fornstrom. Ryan takes it inside. Again, good body control. Hits the floor, puts it up and in.
Strong starting out of the gates here for Pine Bluffs.
Piasecki to Haight for three. That one rims out to the left. Ball, hot potato. Last touch by Lakin and out.
As it'll go off of his back out of bounds. Ball out to the Hornets.
Both Jessen and Lorick were battling for that basketball. And, yeah, as you mentioned, Lakin had his back to it and went right off that number 5. Schaefer, the backcourt. Pushes it over the timeline. Schaefer, Koppel on the baseline. Fires it over to Sloan. Inside, Jessen wide open. Left it short. Jessen kind of palmed that one. Misses the second shot. Gets his third one to go.
How about the second and third effort, though?
Yeah, get it in. Nobody boxing him out. And a steal by Lorick. Lorick, it will be fouled by Allen. And again, that is a smart foul by Jared Allen.
First whistle going against the Bronx here in the second half. Stop the clock, 6:05 to go here in the third. As things starting to get well out of hand in favor of Pine Bluffs.
Yeah, Lorick would have had easy money on that one too. And Allen, all he could do was grab him.
23-point lead.
Fornstrom into Jessen, and that one skims off the rim. Boy, Jessen's just having an off day here at home. Allen steps back for the trifecta. Bang! And a Jared Allen tray. Sorely needed by the Bronx. Cuts the deficit to 36-16, a timeout. 5:53 to go in the third quarter. We're back after this 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Proud supporters of Cheyenne and community athletes Paige and Zach Lane with Number One Properties would like to wish all the high school and college athletes a successful year on the field and on the court. They have and will continue to support student athletes and are proud to be members of the Cheyenne community. Contact Paige and Zach if you want to sell or buy a home. A special thank you for referrals as well. From your friends at Number One Properties, Paige and Zach Lane. Call 307-214-0827.
You take a look at Jessen inside. Nick, he makes a living inside here. Now, if I look at my numbers right, clipping it around 52%. And tonight, or this afternoon, is just a little rough on him. And again, he's got open looks. That's just it.
I think it's just, again, kind of rushing or at least feeling a little bit of the pressure of the Bronx on him.
Again, we saw earlier in the girls' contest, we saw it with him from 3 feet out, right off the palm. Lorick in the backcourt being guarded by Allen. Gets it over the timeline. A couple of quarterbacks battling, former quarterbacks. They'll get it to Fornstrom. Fornstrom inside. Sends it over to Justin Lorick, who's checked back in. Now to Stu for the three. That won't go. Good look at it. Jessen misses again. How many bunnies has he missed today? Piasecki to Chavez. Chavez takes it in. Leaner. Blocked by no. Lorick will be called with the body contact. I think it might have been all ball, but Chavez kind of got that body together with Lorick. So for Stu, that is his third.
His third, team's first whistle against the Hornets here.
Slade will have to come back in. Shot out of the way by Chavez is good. So Angel with his first point.
Makes the lead now 19 for the Hornets.
Surprisingly enough, Jessen will come on out. One of those days, I guess.
It's kind of that off afternoon.
Yeah, no different in baseball when you You go for 4 and you whiff 3 times. Second shot is also good. 36-18, that's where we stand. I got a post in my way here. Lorick, who stayed in, gives off to Fornstrom. Fornstrom bumped around, throws it up and in. He's just got a tremendous touch inside. Anything within about 2 to 3 feet, he's not going to miss. Fornstrom knocks it away from Piasecki, and it will be out to the Bronx.
A little collision in the crowd there, but everyone's okay.
Chavez to Jared Allen. In the corner on the bounce to Lakin. Lakin, near side, sends it way out to Chavez. Back on top they go to Lakin. Inside, Jared Allen off the window and good. That's how you do a little give and go right there.
Makes it now 38-20 advantage Pine Bluffs.
With 4:35 to go, quarter number 3. Fornstrom, pump fakes, takes it inside again through the tall timber. That was a good job by Cody Habe, altered that shot. Lakin comes down with it and into the hands of Allen.
A very quick pace third quarter here between these two.
Carter David will come in on the next horn. Allen works on Fornstrom, fade away, good from 5.
A little offensive run here by the Bronx, chipping away.
7 in the quarter for Jared Allen.
Little mini 4-0 run here for Burns.
38-22 our score. Slade on the far side. Not in any hurry. Clock burns. Everything clears out inside. Gives it off to Schaefer on the outside. Now finds Lorick open for 3. Bang! That's a Justin Lorick sighting for 3. The sophomore hitting his first points of the day.
It's a little dagger right there for Burns to see that thing fall through.
Yeah, especially after that mini 4-0 run, as you called it. Chavez, he'll step back for the tray. That's off the front of the iron. Fornstrom comes down the rebound. Fornstrom has Chavez to beat, throws it off the glass and good.
Here come the Hornets in just unbelievable speed.
What great balance. What great balance. So Fornstrom in the quarter lone with a half dozen. 14, he will step on out, get a little breather.
Quick little 5-0 run for Pine Bluffs. Finds themselves with a 19-point lead.
Freeburg will come back in. And we'll also see, looks like Schmidl. Sean Schmidl, 6-footer. Piasecki, Carter David. Mason Medley's also checked in. Missed shot. There's Allen with the hot hand. Couldn't get it to fall. Pulled down by Schaefer. Schaefer down to Slade. Lorick on the far side. That's, again, Justin Lorick. Freeburg, Schmidl. On top they go to Schaefer. Schaefer, far side. Lorick. That was Freeburg for the 3. But coming down with a board and putting it back up and in is Lorick. So Lorick with 5 here in the quarter. And the lead extends out now to 23. Inside, Medley. Baseline jumper no good. David comes away with the rebound. Piasecki now to Allen. Allen off the glass. Can't get it to go. A little too much English. Schmidl will probably be the culprit.
Second whistle going against the Hornets here. Stops the clock, 2:22 to go here in the third. Again, only 3 whistles have been called here so far in the quarter.
So Jared Allen at the line to shoot a pair. First shot is no good.
Officiating crew has definitely kind of swallowed the whistles and again allowed both of these teams to just play their style of basketball.
Carter David comes out. Chavez comes back in. Second shot is also good, or is good, I should say. 1 out of 2 for Allen. Quickly, Lorick on the attack in the corner. Freeburg for 3. That's an air ball. Rebound comes down into the hands of Piasecki. Piasecki with 2:05 to go on the Taco John scoreboard. To Medley, wide open as he got past Schmidl, misses the shot. Schmidl comes down with the board quickly. On the run are the Hornets, and finishing it off is Slade on the assist from Freeburg.
Make it now 24-point lead for Pine Bluffs.
Slade with a 7. And there's a long-range 3 by Piasecki. So he answers back. Freeburg. Lorick. Again, that is Justin Lorick. Back to Slade. $1:27 left to go in the quarter. Finds the wide open Lorick for three. Air ball. Rebound pulled down by Freeburg off the window and good.
Again,
Freeburg.
How about this for the Hornets, just crashing the boards, all the rebounds on the offensive side, and again, getting the putbacks. Impressive.
Right now, it is a big lead for the Hornets, 23. Piasecki with 1 minute to go. He wants to drive with the left hand, high off the glass and good. Nice job by Cody Piasecki. He's got 5 here in the quarter.
Both defenses kind of
ramping it up, yeah.
Well, I was going to say defense is really kind of laxed out there for both teams as offense really starting to ramp up.
I was thinking to say offense there because, again, they put up a lot of points this quarter. Combined, I do believe like 39 between them. Schmidl. Slade hands it over. Schaefer kicks it back out. Schmidl for the three. Line drive and tried to bank that one home. Hit only glass. Rebound pulled down by Allen. Allen goes coast to coast and off the glass and good. Jared Allen with a big third quarter. I got him down for 10 points alone in the quarter. Lorick bumped into. They're letting them play. Triple team in the corner. Go to Slade. To Schaefer. Back to Slade for three. That one will miss. And the rebound pulled down by Schmidl. After three, it's Pine 49, Burns 30. We're back after a 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Tired of choosing between finances and family time? Platte Valley Bank can help you take care of everything without missing anything. With our online and mobile banking, you can experience immediate access to check your account balance, pay bills, transfer money, and even create a budget. When life has you on the go, Platte Valley Bank makes it simple to take your banking with you. Platte Valley Bank, you belong here.
Platte Valley Bank, member FDIC.
"17 years, and we're still striving to offer you the best value in a new vehicle. I'm AJ Miller here at Kia of Cheyenne. Come by and see the new 2023 Kia Sportage. 3 models and 7 trims available with powerful engine options, premium interiors, and on-demand tech features. Kia gives you more with an industry-leading warranty and roadside assistance from over 17,000 providers. Come into Kia of Cheyenne, call 775-0123 or go to kiaofcheyenne.com and we'll make it easy.
Open up the fourth quarter with a Stu Lorick bucket. Sorry that we went a little long on that commercial break. Lorick lays it off the glass and good. Kick things off here in quarter number 4. Norris, who's checked back in. Medley down low, and Lorick got his hand caught in the cookie jar. Grabbed the arm, not the ball, and Lorick's going, who, me? And it's like, yes, that's you. That's 4.
Third whistle going against the Hornets.
Norris will inbound it to Piasecki. Now to Medley on the near side as they stay outside. Piasecki, far side. Norris on a bounce in the corner to David. David back in. Drives along the baseline past Sloan and can't get the layup to go. Rebound pulled down by Sloan to Lorick in the backcourt. Quickly to Freeburg. Freeburg now to Jessen. Back over to Lorick. He'll square up for the 3 and shoot an air ball. And banging hard into the padding and the brick was Fornstrom.
He's going to be okay. He was more concerned of, again, where's the foul call on that?
I thought it was more just Ryan than anything going into the padding.
He was wanting a foul call, didn't get it. Instead, it's ball to the Bronx. And 21-point lead right now for the Hornets.
As we have played officially 1 minute here of the quarter. Final quarter. Don't expect overtime in this one. David on top. Piasecki far side. In between the rings now. Far side over to Medley. Medley to Norris. Ethan trying to get inside. Throws up the left hand. Good! Good job with the body that time by Ethan Norris.
Count the basket, it's good. Fourth whistle now against Pine Bluffs.
That one will be on Freeburg. So Carson Freeburg with his first foul of the night. And Ethan Norris with his first bucket. Looking for the old-fashioned three. Cutting the deficit down to 19. Yeah, far better outcome thus far for the Bronx, even though they're on the losing side. But they're not getting blown out here. And the free throw is not even close. Wraps up in the hands of Lorick, and Lorick will give it back to Freeburg. Freeburg to Sloan, back to Freeburg. On top to go to Jessen. Jessen hands it off to Freeburg, now to Sloan. Now to Schaefer. Check that, Fornstrom. And he will draw the block foul on Carter David. So Carter David picks up his second personal.
Second whistle going against the Bronx. Again, only 6 whistles here, but at least combined between both teams here in the second half.
Jared Allen checks in for Piasecki with 6:21 to go in the game. It is 51-32, 32. Freeburg on a bounce to Lorick, and grabbing his back is Carter David. So David, two quick fouls.
As I talk about officials swallowing the whistle here in the second half. Again, fouls starting to mount up quickly here.
Left of the bucket is Fornstrom. And flips it to Sloan in the corner near side. Back out on top of Freeburg for three. Bang! And a Karsten Freeburg trifecta makes it now the 54-32 score. Allen on top. Terminates his dribble, gets it inside to Carter David, has a mismatch on Fornstrom, then kicks it back out. Lakin for the three. Excuse me, that's Haight for the three. He misses it. Rebound pulled down by Fornstrom. Fornstrom trying to get past Allen. He will draw the foul on Allen. Again, the way Fornstrom leans into the bucket, and he's going to draw that body contact all the time. All he has to have is one step on you, and Allen was, again, a step behind.
As Allen will pick up his second foul. Team's fourth called against Burns. Stops the clock, 5:48.
On Fornstrom's day, the only bad mark is an 0 for 1 free throw attempt. Now 0 for 2. Schaefer will come back in. He'll come in for Freeburg. We'll see Medley step on out and Cooper Lakin back in. So Schaefer 0 for 2 from the stripe. And converts. 15 points for Fornstrom this late afternoon. Allen to Lakin. Lakin hands it over to Norris. Norris again outside the perimeter. Has the ball knocked away, taken away by Sloan. Sloan over to Schaefer. Schaefer has one man to beat, and Norris blocks the shot, takes it away. But Fornstrom steals it from Norris, and then he's pushed from behind. You want to talk about a frustration foul that's going to come back and bite you? Holy cow. Count the bucket.
Yeah, the basket is good. Foul will be team's fifth called against Bronx.
That'll be on Lakin. That'll be his third. So Chavez will come in. Norris will step on out.
Pine Bluffs right now on pace to pick up their 16th victory of the season. For the Burns Bronx, if they are to lose this ball game, would drop to 6-15 overall.
Schaefer for the old-fashioned three. Nope. So rebound pulled down by Haight to Allen to David. Down court. And then a reach in by Fornstrom. Believe it or not, as aggressive as Ryan plays, his first foul.
Team's fifth called against Pine.
Again, for the theatrics that young man performs on the floor, that is only his first foul in this contest. Allen, Chavez, as Fornstrom hits the deck, he'll miss the three. Lorick to Fornstrom to Jessen, and he throws up a brick. I mean, that was just a solid brick. He misses. Boy, this is a day to forget for Colin Jessen. Chavez will come back for the three. That won't go. And Lorick comes away with the rebound. Stu being hassled, gets it off this time to Jessen. This time it'll go. And I'm sure Colin feels a lot better.
Yeah, a little redemption for Jessen on that one.
Piasecki will come in.
59-32 advantage, Pine.
On the next horn, Allen Chavez, Lakin, back inside to Jared Allen. Allen kicks it out to David. David wanted to get inside. That was cut off. Now kicks it back out to Chavez. Chavez has the ball knocked away by Jessen as it goes out. And again, for Colin, just so that young man knows, we've all been there. I mean,
just have one of those off nights.
Yeah, it's like, why did I even show up today?
And he's still battling out there. He's still taking those attempts. So
we're just giving him grief. Luckily, he's not hearing me say that on the floor.
4:14 to go here in this ball game.
Hape will come on out.
Pine Bluffs looking to get the sweep here against Burns.
David inside, loses the handle, loose on the floor, and there's a scrum. And timeout is called as as Stu Lorwick covered it up and called a quick timeout. So with 4:01 to go, again, good smart ball handling by the Hornets. 59-32 our score. We'll be back after a 30-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
With 6 crunchy beef tacos plus a pound of potato olays, our 6-pack and a pound is perfect for date night, movie night, 1,000-piece puzzle night, camping, tailgates, or any day that ends in Y.
Get $2 off the 6-pack and a pound, only from Taco John's.
Timeout. It is out to the Hornets. Schaefer flips it over to Fornstrom on the far side. Fornstrom back to Schaefer. On top to go to Lorick. Squares for the three. Bang for Stu Lorick. You know, again, Nick, for all the athleticism and all the high praise you give the Hornets, again, they are just a smart and well-rounded basketball team. Stolen away by Fornstrom. Fornstrom behind the back. Schaefer, and he finishes it off just like that.
That was a beautiful trick play right there. Put that on the highlight reel.
62-32. David from the wing for three. Might have been partially blocked. Over the back is Jared Allen for the rebound, as Schaefer had him boxed out.
6 whistle going against the Bronx.
Third one on Jared.
As right now, it is a 32-point lead for the Pine Bluffs Hornets, as we will see a fresh 5 come on in.
Yeah, we'll see everybody but the custodial crew. Back in is Justin Lorwick. We'll see Slade. We'll also see Schmidl.
We'll go back to at least a couple minutes ago, again, early in that third quarter, where you said, hey, that 40-point advantage for Pine is out of the reach right now. You got to pause and say it could be in the realm of possibility here.
We'll see also Ryan Mohern. First time he's come in. Morin, I should say. Ryan is a sophomore, 5'8". Here's a long-range three by Slade. That won't go. Tracked down. Loose on the floor. Freeburg couldn't come away with it as he's checked back in. Piasecki ends up with the basketball with 2:45 to go. Allen, and we'll see a full bench clearing by the Bronx as well. Inside, they go to David. David over Freeburg, puts it up and in.
We'll have a timeout called by the Bronx to get those subs in.
So we'll keep it here with 2:34 to go. Carter David with his 8th point.
Again, reminding folks, coming up at least next week in high school basketball-wise, we'll have East versus South at Story Gymnasium Friday night. Looking forward to that. Again, boys and girls action. And then we'll follow it up Central versus South Saturday afternoon action live at Story Gymnasium. Again, games here on 1480 AM, 101.1 FM, 1480KRAE.com on the audio side. And video live streaming as we do on the 1480 KRAE YouTube channel.
All right, let's check out who will be some of the participants now in the mop-up portion of the program. We'll see Hogan Allen coming back. We'll see Norris and Medley. Also, Pablo Dominguez, 5'10" junior. He will see his first action, and looking to see who else. I see number 15. He is not on the scorecard here. That would be Hunter Munson, the freshman. So Hunter Munson gets a little action. Now I'm going to have to use my script here. Slade to Morin. Underneath to Schmidl. Schmidl off the glass and good on the nice assist by Morin. Well, my scorecard now starting to look a little rough. Hogan Allen, Medley, Munson, Dominguez, and the nice ball movement around and wrapped up by Hogan Allen as he kisses it off the window. Referees kind of letting them play as well, too, with $1:50 to go.
So if Pine right now just tries to kill time off the clock, settles things down.
It's 66-36. Slade sends it back to Freeburg. Freeburg drives, kicks it out to Schmidl. Now to Slade in the corner, far side. He thought about the three, backs off. Schmidl now to Lorick as Justin Lorick drives high off the glass. That won't go. Rebound by Medley. Medley in the backcourt to Norris. Norris pushes it up quickly to Hogan Allen. Allen back to Norris. Norris on top to Dominguez. Now to Munson. Munson on the angle on the near side. Bad pass taken away by Slade with 1:10 to go. Lorick. That's Justin Lorick in the lane. Sends it back out to Slade. Lock and load for three. That one rims out and right into the waiting arms of Medley. 1 minute to go. Hogan Allen loses the handle of the basketball on the bad pass from Norris. Quickly Slade. Schmidl can't get it to go. Follow up by Freeburg. That won't go. Battle for the ball, and it ends up in the hands of the of the Bronx. Medley comes away with it. Allen in the corner far side to Dominguez. Dominguez caught up along the baseline. Munson, his jumper, that one skims off the rim from the corner. Rebound pulled down by Norris. Hangs on the rim, no good. Rebound pulled down by Lorick, and you can see the officials now are just letting this one wrap up. So with 25 seconds to go, Lorick on the far side.
As Pine Bluffs will pick up their 16th victory on the season. Again, 16-2 overall for the Burns Bronx. With the loss, again, will drop to 6-15 overall.
Series sweep will belong to the Hornets. 6 seconds left as Lorick now takes it back near half court, puts it on his hip. Final score, Hornets win 66-36 over the Burns Bronx. 66-36 our final score. We will be back after a 60-second timeout. You're listening to and watching High School Hoops on 1480 KRAE.
Each of us comes with a different story, a different way of looking at the world. So whatever it is that makes you different will make all the difference. I'm General C.Q. Brown Jr. Come join us.
Suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows. Your home deserves the very best, that's what we give to you. When it comes to vinyl windows, no need to be confused. We manufacture in Wyoming, build them all right here. 'Cause we know the climate, suddenly it's all so clear with Gill Windows.
Welcome back to the Hornets' Nest, and it proved to be home cooking tonight for the Lady Hornets, winning 42-36 earlier, and the Hornets in the nightcap going away 66-36 as for Pine Bluffs, you mentioned, Nick, got a stranglehold on the East right now. And for Burns, Curtis Uloff,
they got work to do.
They I don't know how to phrase it, but height is one thing. That's killing them right now.
Yeah.
The second part of that equation is they turn it over too much.
Again, young, at least inconsistencies without a doubt. Again, I think the main factor to get it, it's showcased in these previous two contests. Again, here tonight, again, the game out in Burns is that the size absolutely matters. That, again, they are getting at least worked over on the inside again.
By Jessen and Stu Lord.
Yeah, they again, how many times did we see, again, Pine Bluffs go straight to the hoop, inside, find that open lane, and just, again, get the offensive rebounds. It's something that, yes, for Burns, the height right now is hurting them.
All right, let's run down the scoring log for the Bronx as they scored 7 in quarter number 1, 6 in quarter number 2. And, again, not going to get it done when you're in single digits. 17 in quarter number 3, 6 in quarter number 4. They were led tonight by Jared Allen's 10 points. Carter David also had 10 points as well. In the loss, Ethan Norris 7 off the bench, 2 points. Let me get Mason Medley with 7, Ethan Norris with 2 points. 2 points for Hogan Allen and 5 for Cody Piasecki. That's your scoring for the Burns Bronx, again, all unofficial. And for the Hornets, they were led by Ryan Fornstrom again with 17 points. How about for Stu Lorick being in foul trouble much of the afternoon? He had 15 points. Then it falls off. 10 points for Colin Jessen. Rough day, but still probably got the double-double. 8 points for Dalton Schaefer. 5 off the bench for Justin Lorick. 5 off the bench for Jacob Slade. 5 off the bench for Carson Freeberg. And 2 points for Sean Schmidl. That wraps up your scoring 13, 17, 19, 17 in quarter number 4 for the Hornets. So that's going to wrap things up for us one more time. You were going to tell us we were going to be at Friday and Saturday next week.
Friday we will have South taking on Cheyenne East live from Story Gymnasium, 6 and 7:30 will be the tentative tap times for that. And again, we say tentative as, again, yesterday we were an hour behind due to the JV contest. But again, 6 and 7:30, East versus Cheyenne South, Story Gymnasium. That'll be Friday's action. Saturday, Central versus South at Story Gymnasium. Again, tentative times for that. Again, we'll update. Again, as of right now, the times that I have is 1 and 2:30 in the afternoon. They're live from Story Gymnasium. So that is what we have to look forward to. Again, Class 4A. Crosstown battles ×2 Friday and Saturday coming up next weekend for us. Talking schedule as well, too, upcoming for us here on 1480 KRAE. Make a quick plug for us. Again, coming up this Monday, KRAE Reports live weekend review here on 1480 KRAE. Again, 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. We'll be joined in the noon o'clock hour. We'll be joined by U.S. Representative Harriet Hageman. Once again, we had her on pre the at least victory of her at least defeating Liz Cheney. We will have her in as now she's the elected official here, one of the representatives here in the state of Wyoming. She'll join us in studio as she is making she is doing a little town hall at least here across the state of Wyoming. So she will be in Cheyenne and we'll have her on again noon coming up this Monday. KRAE Reports here on 1480 KRAE.
All right, that's going to wrap things up here again. Sweep for the Lady Hornets winning 42-36 and the Hornets in the nightcap 66-36. Thank you across the ways. We thank our engineer back at the house, Lanny Davis, for pushing all the right buttons. For my broadcast partner and the man making sure you got all the pictures today, even when it looked pretty grim there for a while, but he took care of everything. Nick Proietti, my broadcast partner, and that's going to wrap things up from Pine Bluffs. So for Lanny and Nick, I'm Larry Proietti. We now return to regular programming on 1480